Fine. Welcome to the last day. So, at least from next week, you're going to save your weekends, isn't it? That's the news. No more weekends, no more follow ups, no more people behind you, no more calls, no more notifications, isn't it? All of you.
Be
No,
very
Sai.
boring.
Yeah, but now
Yes,
We
we
really
become
need
Sai,
habit.
something,
that is
sir.
We have to
that
take
is the
time.
bad part, no?
Anyway, so I know it's 6 months is not a small journey, actually. I know. Right. The speaker. Yeah. I know it's not a small journey. For 6 months, staying so consistent. Yep.
You make consistent side,
Me.
definitely.
See, I've been doing the same thing to everyone. Not everyone obeys me, right?
Actually, whatever we are following, we are not in consistent way. You have created that one very
Okay.
strict and consistency.
Thanks,
Yes, Sai,
Praveen, for
you
that.
have completely changed my morning routines, as I said many times before.
Your morning routines are changing, Saurav, not mine. Only Saturday, Sunday, I'm a morning person. Monday to Friday, I'm not a morning person. Anyway, this is one I have to learn for myself. But anyway, as far as Zybron is considered and concerned or involved, see, I'm a different person altogether. But personally, I'm extremely laziest guy ever. So at least I'm hearing the words that I made you. I'm happy, but I'm not personally for myself unless until Zybron is involved. Anyway, it's good to know. So yeah, so no farewell party. I'm okay for anywhere to come. Nobody gives a farewell to me. At least I should not give farewell because as a trainer, I should not see if you can arrange a farewell, I can come. Basically, don't be a virtual farewells, right? Anyway, so Hare, yesterday I got 5 messages, same messages in a different way, right? Even after session, I realized. I mean, I saw those messages after the session, 5 messages, similar. I mean, same message but different content. It's like, can you come? Can you come on video? Can you come on video? Can you come on video? In a different format. But really sorry, I cannot come on video due to security and confidentiality. I cannot come. So sorry for that. Even yesterday in live, someone asked me. So I understand, but not because of no reason, but
ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್
let it
ಬರ್ತಾ
be
ಇಲ್ಲ
a
ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ
okay.
ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ
These people never change. Whatever happens, these kind of people never change. Leave it alone. No, don't remove Sudha. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So since it's last day, I cannot be so strong on them. But anyway, so I cannot come on the video, folks. Sorry for that. Uh, Many reasons, but I'm not so comfortable with that. But still, if you're hearing my voice, that's okay. That's fine. Imagine a person with you might be having my vision, right? Okay, how I live. I mean, okay. Just asking you, what is your vision about me?
Uh,
What is what is your vision about me?
Someone who is hardworking and really knows how to use his time. I want to learn that from you. How so
Use my
efficiently are
time.
using. Yeah. Yes, side. That's rare quality.
Okay.
And Sai, you are the
I
embodiment of
imagine like
consistency.
South Indian hero.
The name hero.
Yeah, South Indian hero. I don't know about name exactly. Like mean the
Mm-hmm.
tall, dark
Mm-hmm.
and like means very good with the good features like that one
Futures.
because your voice is very attractive.
Yes, Sai,
Actually,
Oh, okay.
your
Voice
voice is
decides
a
the
different.
futures, isn't it? Voice decides the futures, isn't it? I don't know that for the first time I'm hearing. Anyway, thanks for that.
I
Your
actually once
voice
you
just
went
has a
for that
different aura.
dinner, right?
So,
In that you just hide only your.
but anyway, see, I'm
So
asking
it
this
goes
question
on.
because few folks request me to come to video, which I can't do. Uh, Not because I can't, but uh, many reasons. because the confidentiality. See, I'm a real developer, right? I cannot lose my identity at one state. Many folks has texted me last batch like, okay, I try to find your LinkedIn, I try to find your LinkedIn profile also. I cannot see any pic of you. So what is no? See, let the action speak than me. I'm not a person come to YouTube and talking about something. Hey, this I do that, I do this. No need. Let the action speak. That's what speaking last 5 years to 5 to 6 years. So that's the reason. There's a reason. Still, there are instances people found me using my voice when I was sitting in airport, when I was sitting, when I was talking to my wife or my friend. So when I was go to mall, there are instances students found me. They're sitting next to me using my voice. They found it. When my wife's call me, she calls me Aditya. So when someone calls it, then they found it. He's the guy. So that's that. Even such instances happen. So that's the reason I have to maintain my voice so not publicly so high. Anyway, yeah. So welcome all for the final session, right? So Cassandra is the final topic. Yeah, Ajay has texted me regarding Athena. Don't worry about Athena, folks. I'll send you on 10 to 15 minutes video of previous batch. That's how much covered in the previous batch also. That's more than enough. Athena is just like a hive. Even syntaxes don't change. Athena is equal to hive. Hive equal to Athena. That's it. But we create tables on S3, nothing else. I'll send you that video. That's more than enough. But Athena is not a technical development. You need not to put it in your resume because that's not developers service. It's a BI service. Okay, who do the business analytics, they query. But it's better to know. I'll send you that video, don't worry, which I covered that 15 minutes video. This time I can't do it because of AWS got dismantled in between. I cannot able to create tables, which I made everything ready in that account. That account got leaked. But Cassandra is a NoSQL DB. It's a small topic again. It's just a database. We'll cover that today, right? And hardly 2 hours is more than enough to cover the topic. Major part is CAT theorem that we'll be covering today. And we'll have Cassandra hands-on as well as Spark Cassandra integration as well is involved today. That we'll cover, right? Minor topics I covered in the last few sessions. Like last session, it's just a very minor topic, but it's a database. So NoSQL database. Better to have one NoSQL database in your resume. That will help you to at least enhance your profile as well as when interviews asked, okay, whether you worked in any NoSQLs, you can say Cassandra reasonable. Anyone got a question whether you worked in any NoSQL database? Anyone got that question?
Yes, I.
Yeah, at least you can say, yes, I got a chance to work on Cassandra. You can say like that. Cassandra is a very normal, light-weighted NoSQL database, but very powerful though. Very low. I mean, that we'll see. First, let's talk about NoSQL database intro. Then Cassandra intro. Right. Then, okay, NoSQL database. Later, we are going to talk about CAT theorem. That's what actually he's going to be the bigger one. CAT theorem is going to draw a lot of our time today, right? Then Cassandra intro, how Cassandra is working, what are the features of Cassandra that we'll see today, right? That's a pretty simple one, easy one, right? We'll see that. And Cassandra hands-on, right? Cassandra hands-on, right? Then Spark Cassandra integration. Spark Cassandra integration is going to be the final topic. Meanwhile, we have batch 44 interaction also. Folks, I just need your help to guide batch 44. See, like how you're on a different side of the line now. They're on the different side of the line. So you're at the end point, they're at the starting point. I just need your inputs to them so that we guide them. Like how 40 guided you. It's your time for you to guide 44 now, right? So I just need your help to assist them, inform them how does it work and what are the things to take care. Everything that will be great help to me, folks. They'll join around 10:50 to 11 o'clock. We'll start the interaction. We'll have it for half an hour. So it would be reasonably good to all of us. Yeah. Should I get started? All of you? Final agenda?
Yes, I.
Yes.
Yeah. Fine. Let's get started. NoSQL database. How many of you, for the first time coming across something known as NoSQL database? No SQL. No SQL. At least you heard about it. There's some concept known as NoSQL.
Yes, I.
No SQL. Even the name itself says no SQL. Why? Even name itself says No SQL. Why? The name itself says no
It's
SQL.
not a structured query line, query
It's
table.
not structured.
Not structured up. Not structured up. Okay. Okay. It's not purely not structured. There are many things involved here. So just to start with, we might have heard about SQL databases. SQL databases, RDBMS, MySQL, creating tables, creating databases. Many things we might have heard about. But the name itself says no SQL. The name itself says no SQL. Right? And as a data engineer, we are not going to work on databases. Yes, I agree. We are not going to work on RDBMS. We are not going to work on NoSQLs much. But our major component is the integration. What is integration? Reading the data, writing the data. This is what is most important as a data engineers, right? NoSQLs databases, RDBMSs, database admins will maintain it, create it. DevOps will create it, maintain it. They do the maintenance of infrastructure. Increasing the nodes, decreasing the nodes, whatever. Querying also. But what is our major component as a data engineer? Integration. Connecting to NoSQLs, writing the data to NoSQLs, reading the data from NoSQLs. All right. Anyway, so the name itself says NoSQL. Obviously, folks, it is opposite of what? Name itself. What is the opposite of what? SQL. Yeah, exactly. These two are exactly opposite to each other. Right? These two are exactly opposite to each other. SQL, NoSQL. But why there is a concept known as NoSQL has originated in the market today? What made NoSQL to come into the market today?
Because
There are much
no, we don't want to give SQL command, just UI type is very useful.
No, who said SQL has UI? NoSQL has UI type. Not like that. NoSQL supports UI. Even SQL has a UI. Netezza has a UI. Postgres has a UI. Even SQL has a UI. Even DBware can support SQL and NoSQL. No, UI is never a parameter.
In
The
store
major
unstructured
parameter
data.
is, folks, I'll tell you something. Very simple. Folks, just in very high level, I'm telling you, and we'll dive very deep. You know about SQL structure. What is a SQL structure? I'll have a row, I have a column, I have a cell. You insert the data, read the data, and write the data. Correct? All of you? That's how the SQL works, tables and everything. Let's go to a history once. Let's go to a history. Let's talk about a history. Folks, what are the SQL parameters you know? What are the SQL databases you know in your knowledge? SQL databases, whoever you come across or heard.
MySQL, Snowflake.
Oracle, Postgre. Yeah.
Oracle, DB2,
Never
Skybase.
say Snowflake. Please.
Snowflake.
Never say Snowflake. Snowflake is not a database, it's a warehouse. Anyway, we have SQL databases, many SQL databases. Okay. Who is senior between these two? SQL or NoSQL? Who is senior? What do you think? Who is very senior between these two?
SQL.
Obviously. SQL, yes, obviously. SQL era started by 19. Which month, which year the SQL era started? SQL.
1980s.
1980s. The SQL era started in 1980s, but NoSQL era started by 2000s, 2000 plus. That's how the databases started. Why? Without a reason, a tool don't come into market. You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. Without a reason, without a purpose, without solving the problem, a tool or a database cannot come into the market. Even though SQL are very senior, around SQL was launched in 1980s, what is the major reason for NoSQLs to come into picture? There are multiple reasons, actually, all of you.
Other
There are
data
multiple reasons.
formats.
Unstructured data.
Right? See, As far as SQLs are concerned, they are structured, they are cell-based, they're static columns. They agree only certain amount of data. We got some restrictions. Right? We got some restrictions. SQL has restrictions to the maximum. Due to some restrictions of SQL, NoSQLs was launched. Due to some restrictions of SQL, NoSQLs was launched. Okay, what is your call? Whether we have many SQLs today or we have more NoSQLs today? Which databases are more today? Any idea?
No sequels.
Exactly. Hardly we have SQLs 7 or 8, maximum 10 popular. NoSQLs, we have 20 to 30 available. If you see SQLs list, maximum we have MySQL, MS SQL, Netezza, Postgres,
MongoDB.
Teradata. No. Mongo NoSQL. Teradata, MariaDB. Right. Then any SQLs? Oracle SQL. Anything
DB.
else? DB2.
SQL Server. Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, SQL Server. We'd have like that. Hardly, if you think, hardly 9 to 10 will come. Popular ones. You know how many NoSQLs we have? You can't even list it. That many we have here. Starting with Neo4j. Neo4j, MongoDB, IgniteDB, right? Cassandra, Vertigo, HBase,
DynamoDB.
right? HBase, right? Then DynamoDB, React, right?
Solar
React,
NoSQL.
Cosmos, Cosmos DB. We have
Solar.
CouchDB. No, Hive doesn't come. Couchbase, right? Walmart.
Solar side.
Solar is not purely, yeah, partially, but not completely NoSQL. But you can put that. I mean, they have some restrictions for NoSQLs, but that's fine. Solar, then
DynamoDB.
Elasticsearch, OpenSearch. If you, I think I could not even remember that many we have. NoSQL DBs list, right? If I missed anyone, Cassandra, yeah, Redis, React, yeah, Redis, AstraDB, Couchbase, RavenDB, Encache, IBM Cloudant, yeah, IBM Cloudant, Encache. You see that, folks? Docule, yeah, Docule is also a good one. MarkLogic Server, Scylla, yeah, all these are pretty huge. Cassandra, DocumentDB, Cosmos DB. Giraffe is also a good one. So like that, it keeps going the list. Did you see that the list is still going on? All of you, memgraph. It's quite huge. Bigtable, Google's Bigtable, right? The list keep going on. If you do a comparison between SQL and NoSQL, the NoSQL databases are huge today. Okay, what makes NoSQL DB to get launched a lot? What makes NoSQL DB so special? You know anything? What makes NoSQL DB to get attention? Who is the reason for NoSQL DBs to be top in the market, high on the market, high usage in the market today? Any idea?
Data formats.
Data, that's it. Data is a major culprit here. Data is no more structured today. Data is no more structured, coming with a column-based, column or row-based. SQL has so many restrictions today. SQL is saying, hey, I only accept the structured data. I only accept the string data. I only go with the static columns. That's how the SQL has restrictions. But imagine 5 decades ago and right now. Is it we have the same data 5 decades ago where internet is getting launched? SQL has solved it. The era I'm talking about 1980s to 1990s era solve the SQLs part. SQLs can able to handle it. SQLs can able to move for it. But as the data grows, digitalization increased, right? Digitalization increased, data has increased, websites has increased, OTTs has come into picture, finance domains has increased, telecoms 5G has come up, See, just take last 2 decades of technology enhancements. It's extremely big. Social networking has started. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Orkut. Anyone know Orkut? 90s kids?
Right side the robo voice hours.
Okay, how many of you don't know what Orkut? That's okay, Orkut. How many of you don't know Orkut?
Right side is mala robo వస్తుంది.
One sec. I'm still handling that. That's fine, Dinesh. That's fine. Today, I'm not getting more serious about the meeting issues, but still, there is a limit for everything. Okay, take care of the meeting. Anyone know Orkut? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
These are the
Yes,
90s
sir.
kids, isn't it? 90s kids thing. Correct?
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
So, Orkut is once upon our Facebook. Anyway, today it's not there. Orkut got completely dismantled. But anyway, it was completely demolished because of Facebook, basically. So, in this whole process, all of you, we do have a lot of data increase, lot of data nature has increased across all, where SQLs cannot withstand that data. That could be, see, how many kinds of data we have. We have structured data, semi-structured data, right? Unstructured data, right? SQLs are saying, hey, I'll handle only structured data. I'll handle only structured data. Do you think it is definitely possible? No. Structured data alone, no, that doesn't work that way, right? The world is big. Things are big today. So people started experiencing more than the SQL databases, more than the normal data structured nature. People experiencing a more vivid kind of a data. But SQL databases started putting a restriction. I'll handle only structured data. I'll handle only CSV data. No. How come SQL put restrictions to it? Today, SQLs are not used for data analytics. I'm telling you, right? Today, SQLs are not used like a, right? It's not used so much. It's just like Vijay Mallya. You know Vijay Mallya, right? All of you? Founder of Kingfisher.
Yes, sir.
Very hot and hot once upon a time. He's very top on the order once upon a time. At top businessman. Civil SQL used to be a top business data analytics once upon a time. Right now, we're using SQL only for auditing purpose. Writing some data set for auditing, for checking the jobs list. That's it. Majorly because of its own restrictions. SQL databases start putting the restrictions. Hey, I'm only meant for this. I'll only do this. I'll not do that. Such kind of restrictions SQL databases put on us. Right? So having that in mind, NoSQL databases started originating from 2002. What is the first NoSQL DB? Any idea? All of you? Anyone heard about first NoSQL DB? It's there in the same board also. It's there in the same board also.
Neo4j.
Hope we understand.
Walmart.
You took it from the order itself. See, I'm telling you, right? Majorly, Google is going to be a contributor. Right? Contributor. But however, there is one guy who launched the first NoSQL DB. He always launches something first, but he lose the value. Yeah. I didn't list it. Sorry, I didn't list it here. I thought I listed it. There is one guy, right, who launches the first NoSQL DB, actually. But slowly he'll fade away. Again, it's nothing but IBM. IBM has launched IBM IMS as a NoSQL DB in the 1980s, kind of 1996 kind of. But again, it loses its value. But so many NoSQLs has come later on. Table has come, Neo4j has come, MongoDB. That's order that the NoSQLs increased. Okay, I'll ask you some question. Many folks are Instagram users here, WhatsApp users here, Facebook users here, Google users here. All of you? Simple questions I'll ask. Yeah. Tell me something. Your Facebook data is in your local or in the Facebook service? Tell me. Is it in your local or in the Facebook service? Where do we have Facebook data? Tell me.
Facebook server.
Facebook server.
Facebook server.
You're not downloading anything. You're not downloading. Instagram servers. That you know, right? Google servers. But for example, Google right now, if I search something in Google, all of you, I'm going to Google and I'm right now searching as Zypro. If I type Zypro, something is getting listed, right? All of you here,
Yes, I.
right? Something is getting listed. If I type Narendra Modi, something is coming up. What Narendra? Right? So whatever it is getting listed, this data is not in my local. The suggestions are coming from the Google servers. Yes or no, all of you? Simple.
Yes, I.
But this data is stored somewhere in the Google servers. Do you think they're using SQL servers for that? Do you think they're using SQL servers for that? All of
No,
you?
Sai.
They don't use SQL servers. They don't use SQL at all. Right? They don't use SQL. They use Google Search DB. There is a Search DB in Google. They use it. What about Facebook? What about Facebook? What are the Facebook data that comes from? They do not use SQL databases. No, they don't use. Instagram, they don't use SQL databases. Facebook is completely using Neo4j, graph database. Right? Google search uses a search DB. We call it as a search DB. That's Google's product, in which is associated with a concept known as prefix indexing. Just similar to it, WhatsApp is using a different NoSQL servers. Structures data is not available. Every data is semi-structured or unstructured today. So having that in the mind, people, the organizations don't go with SQLs at all. My organization is purely working towards Elasticsearch NoSQL DB. My organization is purely working on Elasticsearch NoSQL database. Right? We are a data product. We work on data product. We work on Elasticsearch NoSQL database. So in this particular situation, all of you, as data has increased, data nature increased, data got a lot of different capabilities to do. SQL databases cannot able to afford, or SQL databases cannot able to handle it. Right? So that's the reason I keep mentioning it again and again. As data nature changed, NoSQL databases originated. Right? NoSQL databases originated. Right? Anyway, you'll understand it better. Now we have so many NoSQL databases. Right? We have so many NoSQL databases available. Right? Let's type NoSQL databases. There are pretty more. Okay. What makes NoSQL DB special? Right? What makes NoSQL DB special? Right? Let me write few of the things, but before that, I like to ask you one question. Right? So what is the nature of SQL databases? Right? We have a structured data, structured columns, structured rows. We have that, right? But if you see NoSQL databases advantages, okay, what are the advantages of NoSQL? Why NoSQL? Why NoSQL? Right? Let's write all the features of NoSQL. What NoSQLs can do. All right. Why people are using NoSQLs than SQLs today. Right? Let's write the list of it. Okay. Now please check. The first thing is NoSQLs are distributed in nature. What is distributed in nature mean, all of you? What is distributed in nature mean?
Into multiple nodes, it is.
Multi-node. Just like Hadoop, the data stored in multi-node cluster, which is very, very important. Secondly, all of you, with respect to the optimization, very good for integration. Good for integration. It would be easy to read and write. If you have a distributed environment, it's always easy for us to do a better integration, all of you. And most important, it is Dynamic schema. What is known as dynamic schema? Can anyone answer me what is known as dynamic schema? What is known as dynamic schema?
Schema changes according to data type. That is unstructured or something.
Mhm.
Flexible scheme.
No. Dynamic schema. Scheme. Okay, let me tell you, let me ask you a question.
Changes occur when data is
In your
updated or
whole
added.
data journey, anywhere you heard, I can add a column while inserting the data. Have you anyone anytime heard about it? Anyone heard this kind of a scenario? I can add a column while inserting the data.
No,
Did you
sir.
see anything so strange here? What is so strange here? Anything you see weird here? Anything you see weird here?
Column while inserting data.
I can add column while inserting the data. In case of SQL databases, I will add column and insert the data. But here, I can add column while inserting the data. What's the difference, all of you? You doesn't require a fixed schema. You understood? Okay, I'm inserting a data. Okay, create a column and insert it. No, not required. This is dynamic in nature. If such column does not exist, it will add it on fly. If a table have 3 columns, if you want to add 1 column in SQL databases, we add it first, then we insert the data. But in NoSQL databases, we don't have the restriction. You can add the column while inserting the data itself. It's a good feature actually. Simple. You understood this or not, all of you? What
Yes,
we
sir.
do,
Yes.
we'll create a table first and we'll insert data in SQL. Then if you want to add a column, first we'll alter it. Alter table name, add column. Then again we'll insert it. This is in SQL. We'll create the table, insert some data, then again we'll add a column, then we'll insert the data if required. NoSQLs are not like that. If you create a table, right? You can create a table. If you insert some records, you can insert another record with adding a column as a part of it. While inserting itself, you can add a column. Dynamic schema. Dynamic schema in the sense, schema is never fixed. You can customize it. You can enhance it actually. Right? Fine. That's how it works. Right? So in this whole, folks, that's what I'm saying. We have many advantages running towards this. Right? We have lot of advantages running towards it. These are the few advantages. And if you see, obviously, when it is distributed in nature, all of you, when it is distributed in nature, always fault tolerance can be easily handled. Handles fault tolerance. What is fault tolerance? All of you. What is fault tolerance? Tell me.
Recovery
fault
of
tolerance?
data in case of loss.
Different data types.
Yeah, see, no, fault tolerance.
For data losses, it can easily recover.
Yeah, that's it, right, folks? Replication. That's it. If any nodes fails, you can easily recover the data. We have the data replications available. Same. This folks, NoSQL databases, whichever you take, whether it's Cassandra, Neo4j, right? HBase, IgniteDB, Couch, Walmart, everything is distributed in nature. Data gets replicated. If it's a distributed in nature, we do have a replication. If any node goes down, you have access to recover that back. Majorly for big data. NoSQL databases are meant to handle big data. Most important, NoSQL databases are open source. What is known as open source, all of you? What is known as open source?
No license.
What is known as open source?
It's free of cost.
It's
It
a no
is
license
free.
cost.
No
There is no license cost, basically, right? That these are the few features of NoSQL databases. We have, as I told you, we have so many NoSQLs running today. So many NoSQLs running today. Right? So the list of NoSQLs are more today because we have so many different use cases. So NoSQL DBs are used. Okay. You may have one question running. If not, I'll create one such question. Sai, why these many NoSQLs? Anyone got that in mind? All of you?
Yes, Sai.
Why these many NoSQLs? Okay. We can directly use MongoDB, right? We can directly use Neo4j, right? We can keep using DynamoDB, right? We can directly use AstroDB, right? Right? We can use Elasticsearch, right? Why these many NoSQL DBs? My organization is purely using Elasticsearch. Capital One is purely using HBase. Kaiser Paramount is purely using HBase. Netflix is purely using Cassandra. How many of you knowing this for the first time? Netflix is using Cassandra.
Me, Sai.
Netflix architecture. Type Netflix architecture. Right? If you type Netflix design architecture, you will see Cassandra running at the top of it. Did you see that? All of you?
Yes, Sai.
Cassandra running. Netflix is purely using Cassandra in its architecture. Purely Cassandra it is using in its architecture. It's very simple. Look at it. All of it. What makes Netflix to use Cassandra? You know, right? Netflix is also using Spark. You know that, right? Kafka Spark. I think we discussed on it, isn't it?
Yes, Sai.
Yes. Yeah. You remember Netflix? Did you see Netflix is also using another NoSQL DB? What is the NoSQL DB? I mean, this day is using
Elasticsearch.
Elasticsearch it is using for API calls, whatever. So we have NoSQL DBs. Cassandra is a big partner of Netflix. Very big partner of Netflix. As I was mentioning that, like my company is using Elasticsearch and Netflix is using Cassandra. Kaiser Paramount Healthcare, UH is using HBase. Like that, many companies are using different NoSQL databases. Google is completely using SearchDB and Bigtable. What makes to go with that NoSQL DB? Okay. Now the point is, all of you, I know there are many NoSQL DBs. I know there are no many SQL DBs. We have so many NoSQL DBs. We have so many SQL databases. What makes to go with which NoSQL DB? How to decide? Okay, folks, you joined an organization. The organization design is not yet confirmed. The design is not yet confirmed, but they're asking you, hey, can you let me know which database to use? You're getting such question. Can you let me know which database to use? Let me know. Tell me which database to use. You can't blindly say, let's go MongoDB. Hey, let's go SQL databases. Let's go with Elasticsearch. Hey, let's go with Cassandra. You cannot blindly say it. Got the point, all of you? Facebook is purely sitting with Neo4j. Facebook is purely sitting with Neo4j. I think you're seeing this for the first time. Correct, all of you?
Yes, Sai.
Yeah. Why Neo4j? Why can't Facebook cannot use SQL? Or why can't Facebook cannot use that itself? Right? So Facebook, a part of Facebook is using purely Neo4j, but for the networking, right? Networking, it is using another NoSQL database known as TAO. We call it as TAO, another NoSQL database. TAO. One section of Facebook, they're using Neo4j, and another section of major components are using it TAO. Right? That's also NoSQL DB. So why they're using a different databases? Why can't Facebook cannot go Elasticsearch? Why can't Facebook cannot go SQL? Why not Facebook cannot go Cosmos? Why Facebook using TAO? Why Kaiser is using HBase? Why Netflix is using Cassandra? Why UH is using HBase? Why Google is using big table? There is a reason. Right? There is a reason. Right? Who will compute that reason? Right? Who compute that reason? Folks, do you know what NoSQL DB that okay, which database YouTube is using? Any idea? Which database YouTube is using? Let's see. This is a very good question. Which database YouTube is using?
Big table side.
Oh, how you okay? Why you said that?
Since like it is one of the Google services.
See, I'll tell you, right? You'll get the offer so easily. So it's a good catch, right? It's a Google product, right? All of you? Yes or no? All of you. It's purely a Google product. YouTube is a Google product. So they're purely using what? All of you. They're purely using big table. They're purely using Google's big table. So that's the reason I'm telling you. It completely depends on the databases they use. YouTube is purely sitting with Google's big table. Why? What makes them to sit with NoSQL databases? What makes them to sit with SQL databases? It can be computed using a theorem. If an organization is sitting, okay, I want to know which database to use, they'll use one theorem. Which theorem is that? Any idea, all of you?
CAP theorem.
Cap there.
CAP theorem. That's very, very important, all of you. CAP theorem is used to compute which database to use. CAP theorem helps to use, will help you to compute which database to use, whether it's a SQL, whether it's a NoSQL. If it's a NoSQL, which NoSQL? Everyone, whoever it is, whether it's a Google or a Netflix, they should have first used CAP theorem to compute which database to use. Right? Very simple. All right. Now coming to CAP theorem. All right. Anyone seeing this for the first time? CAP theorem?
Myself,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
CAP theorem. Okay. Now, which database? Now let's see the content. Which database? The topic is which database? SQL or NoSQL? If NoSQL, which NoSQL is computed using something known as CAP theorem. CAP theorem will tell you which database to use. All right. For example, right? If you ask ChatGPT, all right, which helps me to decide which database to use, right? Which helps me decide which database to use. Okay. Which theorem I can ask directly? Which theorem? Right? Which theorem? Is it CAP? Okay, let's ask Google straight away. Which theorem helps to decide which database to use? Using what, all of you?
CAP
Using
theorem.
the right database using CAP theorem. CAP theorem helps us to understand which database to use. Very simple. All right. That theorem will definitely help you. What is this CAP? Okay, CAP, C-A-P. Fine. How many of you are very strong in maths? Very strong. So I used to get sometimes if I get 99 itself out of 100, I'll cry. How many of you here? Mathematics. How many of you are champ in mathematics?
Myself, sir.
I am also.
Okay. Now tell me, what is this?
Venn diagram.
Venn diagram.
That's right. Right? CAP theorem is very much associated with Venn diagram. Venn diagram. You remember this? This is our math Venn diagram, all of you.
Yes, I.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Venn diagram. Cap is associated with Venn diagram. Cap. Now the topic is cap. Cap theorem. Tell me how many words, how many letters do I have in cap? How many letters do I have in cap?
3 letters.
3 letters.
How many circles do I have in this Venn diagram? 3.
3, sir.
So what is cap theorem? How it is associated with a NoSQL databases to decide. One stands for C, one circle stands for A, one circle stands for P. You got the point, all of you? Are you with me so far? CAP. C-A-P. CAP, CAP theorem will decide which database to choose, right? What it can do, a CAP theorem is easy to understandable using a Venn diagram, CAP. All right. If you go to any CAP theorem, they'll explain it using a Venn diagram. All of you. Did you see a Venn diagram here? Similar to Venn diagram here? Yes or no?
Yes, I.
A CAP theorem is nothing but a Venn diagram. You can easily understand using a CAP theorem. See, a CAP theorem is used to compute which NoSQL databases to use. Okay, let's sit with this. C stands for consistency. C stands for consistency. Clear, all of you? C stands for what? All of you?
Consistency.
Consistency. A stands for availability. A stands for availability. P stands for partition tolerance. What is the full form of CAP, all of you? What is the full form of CAP?
Consistency, availability, partition.
Consistency, availability, and partition tolerance. Right? This is what the CAP theorem mean altogether, all of you. This is what the CAP theorem mean. C stands for consistency, A stands for availability, P stands for partition tolerance, right? This theorem will help you to decide which NoSQL databases to use. All right. Shall I get into it? All of you, what is a CAP theorem? Right?
Yes, I.
Actually, yeah. So before I connect this CAP theorem to NoSQL database, let me explain what is consistency mean, what is availability mean, what is partition mean. Let's try to understand individually. Then I will connect with NoSQL database. See how this is connected to the NoSQL database is that I'll explain. But before that, let's understand individually what is a consistency mean, what is an availability mean, what is a partition tolerance mean. Then I'll connect that to the NoSQL database. Fine. Folks, this is very, very important. I know we don't use so much of NoSQL database. And I mean, as a developer, we are not going to do anything in NoSQL except integration. Integration is a first challenge for us, reads and writes. But if you're attending the interviews, they definitely ask you, hey, what is known as a CAP theorem? What is known as consistency, availability, and partition tolerance? How it is connected to the NoSQL database? This question will be asked. So please be very clear, all of you. Please focus more for some time. Ready, all of you, right now?
Yes, I.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I.
Okay. Fine. Now please focus. The name itself says it. Consistency, availability, partition. Consistency, availability, partition. Okay, let's target the first guy. Who is the first guy I'm going to target?
Consistency.
Consistency. Now tell me, what is a consistency mean? Hey, very simple question I asked. Hey, it's English here. What is consistency? Folks, don't say success is 5% brain and 95% consistency.
Without
Never.
getting deviated.
Without getting deviated. That's my understanding. This was my rule.
Continuity.
No, folks will say,
say-
don't say success
Continuous
is
effort.
5% brain and 95% consistency.
Same behavior.
Yes.
Same behavior.
Continuous efforts.
Like acid
Okay.
properties, all users will see
Stable.
the same data.
Same,
Fault.
same
Anyway,
standard.
on together, can I mark the name as same? All of you? Consistency means same. Yep.
Yes,
The
sir.
meaning is same. Yes. Consistency. Right? Consistency. The second one is availability. What is availability? Available. Hey, I'm available. What is the word available? Simple English? Any understanding of simple English?
Is average busy or
Present.
not?
Present.
Something.
Present.
All the time.
It's immediately available. You understood that, all of you? It's quite immediately available. It's all the time, it is immediate. Okay, that's fine. I'm all the time available. There is no downtime. There is no resting time. You understood, all of you? It immediately responds back to us. Got it or not, all of you? Consistency
Yes,
is
I.
same. Availability means I'll immediately respond back. I'm always available. I'm always available. There's no downtime. I'll not rest. Availability. What is partition tolerance? Partition tolerance. Which is nothing but distributed. You got the point? That is nothing but connected to fault tolerance. You understood, all three of you, the meaning, simple English meaning?
Yes,
Okay.
I.
The first thing is consistency. Consistency means same everywhere. The second thing is, all of you, availability. Availability in the sense, I'm immediately available. There is no downtime for me. Partition tolerance in the sense, I am distributed in nature. Right? Now let's talk about how this consistency, availability, partitions are connected to data. Right? Now let's talk, folks. I'm not talking about NoSQLs. We'll come back NoSQLs later. All of you. Let's understand what is a CAP theorem, what is a C mean, what is a A mean, what is a P mean, how it is connected to data, how it is connected to NoSQL data. Right? Let's go with consistency first. The name itself says same. Name itself says same. Okay. How it is connected to data? I'll give you one example right now. All of you ready? Ready for a simple real-time example? Let's think about it. Folks, you have, I'll ask you. You have 10,000 rupees in your bank. You went to ATM and withdrawn 5,000 rupees. Are you clear, all of you, so far?
Yes, I.
You had 10,000 rupees in your bank. You went to ATM and withdrawn 5,000 rupees. Now, you recheck the balance in ATM. What is the balance? Recheck the balance. What is the balance you will see in ATM? All of you.
5,000.
Balance.
5,000.
Correct, all of you? Correct? Yes? Okay. But you want to recheck the balance in Google Pay, balance in GPay. How much it will show in GPay? All of you.
5,000.
You want to check balance in Phone Pay. How much balance you will see? All of you.
5,000.
You check the balance in net banking. How much you will see? The same 5,000. Isn't it, all of you? Actually,
Yes, I.
5,000. If you see the balance in credit, right? If you see balance in credit, it will show you the same 5,000 rupees. What you understood from here, all of you? What you understood from here? What you understood?
Same.
Consistency.
Balance is same in all the
Data has to
like
be same in
platforms.
So, folks, whatever the platform you use, that either it's an ATM or a Google Pay or Phone Pay or net banking or credit, The data is same. Data is what? All of you? Data is same. This is an exact example of what in CAP theorem? All of you.
Consistency.
Consistency. This is a right example of a consistency in data. Consistency in data. Very simple. Highly consistent. Highly consistent in the sense the data, if I withdraw something, immediately gets updated everywhere. Immediately, quick, in seconds, milliseconds, it gets updated anywhere. You never see ATM is showing one record, net banking is showing a different balance, Google Pay is showing a different balance, credit is showing a different balance. You will not experience it because data is highly, highly, highly consistent. You're clear with it, all of you? Yes?
Yes, right.
Yes, sir.
Yes. That's what the consistency mean. Consistency means same. The best example of consistency is a bank transaction. If you send money or withdraw some money or credit any money, right? If you check whichever the database or applications or net banking or ATM machine, data never changes. That's why we call it as a consistent data. We call it as a consistent data. Got it, all of you? All of you? Yes?
Yes, right.
Yes, I.
Done.
Yes, I.
Next, availability. Tell me some environment. I never seen it is taking long time to load. It is immediately available. Immediately in the sense, tell me in my day-to-day life, in our day-to-day environment, something will never keep on loading. It is always available. It keeps updating. It keeps updating, but it is always available. Can you tell me that? Any example in day-to-day life?
Yes.
Think about our digital world. Always available. It keeps updating, but it never showed slowness. It is
WhatsApp.
always available. What?
WhatsApp.
Google search.
No. Okay. Google search is okay. It's always available. So I'm not saying about downtime on the website. I'm talking the data level itself. Data level itself. Always available. If I open that, I always see it. Shall I
Digital
say an
Maps.
example? Shall I say an
Google
example?
Maps.
No. See, I understood, folks. Google Map responds you. As per your data, it responds you. I'm not saying that. If you open that, it is always available.
Cloud.
YouTube views. Anyone saw YouTube views never loads views in YouTube. Just think about it. It keeps updating, but it never fails to show views. Yes or no? Anyone saw that? All of you?
Yes, I.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
Anyone experienced when you open a YouTube application or when you open a YouTube video, that views keeps loading in the sense it keeps updating, but you will never see YouTube views keep on loading to show you some data. It is always available here. It is always available. 100% is available. Maybe older data might come. Old data might be there. 2 minutes ago data, 1 minute ago data would be there, or 50 seconds ago data would be there. But it is always available. Facebook likes, Facebook comments, right? Facebook likes, let's talk about Facebook likes. It's always available, right? You never see that kind of a data loading. It's still a data, man. It's not somewhere coming from the sky. It is a data. It is coming from database only. But you will never see that is loading. You get my point, all of you, what I mean? It
Yes,
will
sir.
never let you wait. It will never let
Yes.
you wait to see. It is always available. Maybe it is 2 minutes ago data or 1 minute ago data, half an hour ago data, but it is always available. You agree my point? Best example is YouTube views. Agree my point? It's always available. But folks, you may experience something weird in YouTube. When you scroll in the YouTube, when you open a YouTube application, when you scroll, all right, the outside panel will show, for example, this is your outside panel, right? If you go inside the video, right? Outside the panel, if you go inside video, right? For example, I'm telling you. If outside it will tell you 10K views, but if you go inside YouTube video, you'll say 11K views. Anyone experience this inconsistency anytime?
Yes, Sai.
Small old data. Outside that, when you scroll the panel, it will show you 10K views. If you click and go inside, that view gets updated. What I mean to say is, sometimes it is not okay. What is folks? Anyone experience it? Okay, sometimes mismatch in the views. Later on, it gets updated, but a kind of a small shortage slip between outside and inside. Right? We call this as an inconsistency. Can I call this as inconsistency? All of you actually?
Yes, Sai.
Inconsistency. But remember, it is always what? Folks. It is always available. Just telling an example. Even Facebook likes also. When you scroll the Facebook video, photo or something, it show you 1 likes, and sometimes if you go inside, it show you different likes. Some time to get updated, but it never waits. It never let you wait. It will show you something, but it's old data. It's okay. The best example of availability is a YouTube views or something like that. Very many examples. I'm taking the best examples. It is immediately available. Consistency means same across everywhere. Availability means it's always immediate. No downtime, no time to load. It's always immediately available. What is partition tolerance? Partition tolerance is nothing but distributed in nature. That means database is distributed in nature. That's the difference between a consistency, availability, and partition tolerance. All of you. Just a quick thing. Right? But how it is connected to NoSQL databases? All of you. How it is connected to a NoSQL databases? All right. See, consistency, availability, and partition. All right. We need some database with highly consistent. We need a database to be highly available. We use a database with highly partition tolerance. Right? Databases are connected to this. Depends on my requirement, I choose database. Let's target it. All of you. Consistency and availability. All right. A database which maintains a consistency and also immediately available. The best example is MySQL. MySQL falls under which category with the consistency and availability? All of you. Which category does MySQL falls into picture?
Consistency.
Consistency and availability. Okay, example which I can give. Yeah, see folks, MySQL is consistent and available, but MySQL is not partition tolerance. It's not distributed in nature. What is the best example for partition tolerance and availability? Cassandra. Cassandra falls under which category? All of you? Cassandra falls under availability and partition tolerance. It falls under category of availability and partition tolerance. Cassandra is highly inconsistent. That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes data availability is required. Data tolerance is required. Consistency we can ignore. Like YouTube views or Facebook Live scenario. Consistency is not required for me. Availability is important for me. Right? And some of the databases maintain consistency and fault tolerance. Example, HBase, Google's Big Table, MongoDB, right? Google Big Table, right? Comes under HBase, right? Cassandra and availability. Cassandra, partition tolerance and availability. Cassandra, Couchbase, Walmart comes under this category. MySQL falls under MySQL, PostgreSQL, right? MS SQL falls under this category. You understood this, all of you? Are you traveling with me so far? Here?
Yes, Sai.
Yes.
right? If you need a data to be highly consistent and available, go with MySQL. If you need data to be highly availability and partition tolerance, go with Cassandra, Couchbase, WorldMark. If you need data to be highly consistent and partition tolerance, go with HBase, Google, and Bigtable. Right? Okay, Sai, any databases solve all the three? Anyone have that question in mind?
Me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no databases solve all the three. If I need a consistency and highly available, you have to sacrifice partition tolerance. If you need a partition tolerance and availability, you have to sacrifice consistency. If you need consistency and partition tolerance, sacrifice availability. These are all interlinked, basically. So Oracle SQL is trying for some time, but Oracle SQL is not completely successful in this solving all the three, right? No SQL data, none of the databases, even though it is NoSQL, can solve all the three at once, right? So depending on our requirement, depending on our budget, depending on our business model, depending on our design architecture, depending on our requirement, choose the database so wisely. As I told you, if you need consistency and availability, sacrifice partition. If you need consistency and partition, sacrifice availability. Right? If you need basically like availability and consistency, sacrifice partition. Like that, if you need to, sacrifice the other one. Does that make sense, all of you, so far? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Here.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So this is all about the CAP theorem. Usually design architects will usually do this CAP theorem before giving the design solution to the project. But I'm giving you for easy understanding. Fine, folks, no much time, but just 2 minutes for CAP theorem questions. Go ahead. Any questions on CAP theorem? No much time, but I'm going. Yeah, go ahead, folks. Any questions on CAP theorem? One sec, folks. I have to stop the statements. I have to upload the video. 1 minute, please. I just take. Meanwhile, please raise your hand who have questions, please. Go ahead, Manivan.
Sai, you said Google Bigtable is about like consistency and partition distribution, but you also said example for availability, like YouTube.
Okay. See, I'll tell you two things here. Consistency in the sense, let's talk about this way. Okay. Google Bigtable comes under a category of master slave architecture. Right? But I didn't say YouTube uses views for Google Bigtable. Did I say that? Did I say that?
No, sir.
No. Data streaming happens through Google Bigtable. But the views come from a different databases. It uses a Google search for. You understood? Views are different. And talking data streaming here. You got the point? What I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Right. 1 sec, folks. Almost done with my work. Because person is waiting for that. Sorry, folks. Filling the screen back, yeah. So, folks, so that everyone will remember this diagram going forward, all of you.
Yes, I.
Cap theorem, yeah, that's fine. Now let's talk about Cassandra. All right. Now let's talk about. I'm beginning this in the common group. Let's talk about Cassandra. Right. Now, the topic is Cassandra now. Folks, Cassandra falls under which category? Cassandra falls under which category? Availability and
Availability and
partition.
Partition tolerance.
Availability and partition tolerance. Right. Now, let me open Cassandra. All right. Folks, ready for a quick slide share? We already saw everything, just a theoretical explanation. Then we'll go ahead with Cassandra installation and everything. Then we start with Cassandra integration and the hands-on. All right. Ready, all of you so far? Shall we get started? But Cassandra is
Yes,
very
sir.
easy to understand, folks. Cassandra is very easy to understand because Cassandra looks exactly same like SQL. The hands-on for Cassandra, the way we deal with Cassandra, the execution in Cassandra will give a look and feel of will purely give a look and feel of SQL database. All right, we'll discuss about it. Right now, coming to Cassandra. Cassandra was a NoSQL database, falls under the category of availability and the partition tolerance. Right, availability of partition tolerance. So actually, the Cassandra was found by DataStax community, right? Before, the Cassandra was found by, right, Facebook first. Facebook was one of the first contributor, a founder for Cassandra in the year of 2007, right? In 2007. But however, looking at Cassandra, many organizations has contributed for Cassandra. Similarly, just to tell you one important point, all of you, the founders of Cassandra were Indians, right? Were Indians. His name is Avinash Lakshman, right? And also Prashant Malik. These two people used to work in Facebook. Anyway, I'm just giving the history. Used to work in Facebook. These two people contributed the foundation of Cassandra in the year of 2007. Having Cassandra as a top notch, many NoSQL DBs was launched. The best example is DynamoDB. AWS supports DynamoDB. AWS supports DynamoDB, folks. The DynamoDB is also comes under the category of availability and partition tolerance. But DynamoDB is a pure product of AWS. But remember, maximum streaming technologies use Cassandra. Streaming technologies use Cassandra, right? If you see any streaming technologies, even Capital One streaming is using Cassandra, eBay is using Cassandra, Netflix is using Cassandra, right? Maximum the streaming environments use Cassandra because Cassandra is immediately available all the time, right? It may get old data, it's a different story. But if the data we need it very hard for streaming, very immediate for streaming, Cassandra is the right choice. Remember that, all of you. But we have to sacrifice a consistency for it, but that's okay. I'm not saying I can sacrifice on Cassandra for some time. That's okay, right? I can sacrifice on consistency for some time. That's okay. I'm okay with it. It's not inconsistent. It is a late data. Say Netflix is using purely a Cassandra database. That means any movie is got uploaded in the Netflix databases. Some folks immediately see it. Some folks don't immediately see it. Some folks immediately see it. In the Netflix app, some folks will see it. Some folks will immediately not see it. But however, they will they'll ensure it will take some time to get that consistency. Once they get the movie available, they'll announce. That's fine. It may delay a bit, but it is always immediately available. Just ensure on that. So, folks, maximum the streaming technologies use Cassandra because of its immediate availability functionality. Cassandra is highly used in streaming technologies. But anyway, if you've seen the how to define NoSQL databases, all of you, which theorem can help you to understand NoSQL database? Tell me. Obviously, CAP theorem. T stands for consistency, availability, and partition. Obviously, as I told you, each CP, AP, and CA. All right. Today you have a task. I'm going to give you all NoSQL databases. Either you search in Google or you go to ChatGPT and ask whatever it is. I need what is the category of each and every database. I'm going to give you the category of each and every database. You have to tell me what is the database for everything, like whatever I showed you, right? I'll give you the entire NoSQL database list. I'll give you the entire NoSQL database list. You have to tell me what this NoSQL databases belong to. Definitely it belongs to either 2 of 3 CAP theorem, but you have to tell me in which category it falls in. Very simple. Okay. Now, all of you, please check. Yeah. Now, that's what the CAP theorem is. We saw that, right? And I told you types of NoSQL DBs. We have so many NoSQL DBs here, right? Which comes under the category of, right? Column store, documents. See, everything. The Cassandra falls into column store, document store, key value, graph databases. Okay. What is graph database? Any idea what is graph database? All of you. Any idea what is graph database?
Like trees.
Relation database.
Relation database. Never say the trend.
Sorry, it's graph is
No. Graph is different. Okay, tell me what is graph. Folks, you tell me what is graph is. Mathematics, I hate mathematics. Yeah, how many of you?
notes.
X and Y axis.
X-axis, Y-axis. You remember all of you? Yes? This is X-axis. This is Y-axis, isn't it? All of you? If I'm not
Yes.
wrong. What is graph? You'll put a points here and you connect all the points. Yes or no, folks?
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
connect
sir.
all the points. Right? You connect like this. Whatever the points it is, it will connect. Right? You'll see it connects between the points. This is what the graph, we call it as a graph. We connect to this, and multiple connections will happen like this. Basically. Right? Multiple connections will be happening. We cannot know it. It's just a coordinates, right? Just a coordinates. Okay. Fine. Folks, by looking at all this graph diagram, in our day-to-day life, where will we see this? Let's see who will answer me.
I think Facebook is using
Exactly. All the social networking sites like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, right? Instagram, all are using what kind of a database? Graph database. Why graph database? If any idea, why social networking uses graph database? Tell me.
because of connections.
Connections, yeah, that's it. Connections to the connection, one person to other. Graph databases will facilitate it, point-to-point connections. I have a person connected to one person, again I'll connect to the other person. That 2 persons will be in mutual. They both will connect to the other person. That person will be connected to the first person. That kind of a connections would be there. Yes or no, folks? You agree my point? Actually.
Yes.
Yes, hi.
So, if anything is regarding to the networking, okay, I want to create a business of networking, blindly go with graph databases like Neo4j, OrientDB. Those comes under graph databases. So every database has its own like use case. But anyway, graph database is not a big data environment. We are from analytics platform, right? Analytics platform, majorly we use Cassandra, HBase, Mongo's kind of. Not even Mongo, to be honest. Majorly Cassandra and HBase. Slowly HBase is also fading out. So it's already faded out. So that's how we are using it. But we have a different kind of a use case for every NoSQLs. Not all the NoSQLs are for big data environment, right? Not all the SQLs are for big data environment. So I'm just telling you, right? We have different types of NoSQL databases like key value store, document store, GraphDB, and columnar store. Columnar store is our area because we do a lot of analytics, right? Columnar storage, columnar queries is quite fast. Right? Just telling you. I want to show you one graph. Watch it close, all of you. What you understood from this graph, you would have seen it a bit closer, all of you.
Cassandra is mostly used.
No, not about, no. Don't say it's highly used. See the comparison. In which case it is saying. Can you tell me that?
Operations.
What is operations mean? What does operations mean?
Processing the data.
Transaction,
Usage.
usage.
Transaction
per
response
second.
timing.
Okay. You see 4 bars here, right? One is maybe dark blue and orange, little yellow, green, right? So if you see this entire graph, NoSQL, the below ones, all right, folks, the below x-axis refers to what? The below x-axis refers to what?
Notes.
The y-axis refers to what?
Operations per second.
Operations per second. That means if the operations per second is nothing but the user's usage, you understood, all of you? Users, that many users are requesting, that many users are getting connected, that many users are operating it, that many users are sending the request, that many users are connected, basically. The below ones are the nodes. You know, Cassandra is purely distributed. As I told you, NoSQL comes under distributed fashion. As the nodes increases in Cassandra, it can withstand a lot of requests on time. You understood why Netflix is using Cassandra now, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, any kind of a streaming platforms requires so many users. Whether it is Hotstar, whether it is Netflix, or whether it's a Jio Cinema, the user traffic would be extremely big. Operations will be happening in seconds. Millions, billions of requests runs in a second. But who can withstand the traffic is, not all the NoSQL databases have that power. Cassandra have that power. Couchbase have that power. Walmart have that power. Because why Cassandra, if the user use case increases, still it can withstand the nodes capacity. What makes it, all of you, what makes it very strong? What makes it so strong? Tell me, all of you. Any idea? Any idea why Cassandra, if the nodes are increased, operations are increased, and if the nodes are increased, we can operate Cassandra so high. The performance is very good for the operations in Cassandra. Any guesses why? You know the answer. That's what we saw a few minutes ago.
Because it has high partition tolerance.
High partition tolerance.
No. It can satisfy all the users. Why? Cassandra can satisfy millions and billions of customers.
Availability.
Availability. Yeah, that's a major reason, right? Availability. Cassandra is highly available. Extremely available. All of you. Folks, Couchbase is different. CouchDB is different. Don't get confused. I'm talking about CouchDB. Couchbase is different. Right? However, Couchbase also comes under immediately available category, but it is not as good as performance like Cassandra. Right? It's not as good as like base in Cassandra. Right? Cassandra is extremely highly used in all the streaming platforms today because of its highly availability category. And also, as a data engineer, integration is a challenging, not the admin or infrastructure level. Just remember that, all of you. Yeah. Then a quick understanding on features of Cassandra, all of you. Quick understanding on features of Cassandra. So as I told you, same thing, elastic writes, fault tolerance, tunable consistency. So, I mean, tunable consistency in the sense, you get to a certain extent, you can tune it, but 100% consistency, it is not possible because Cassandra runs on availability and partition category. Flexible data storage, same thing, folks. Whatever we discussed, it is highly distributed in nature, scalable in nature, writes are easy, fault tolerance, tunable consistency, flexible data storage. But there is also something at the bottom. What is it, all of you? What is it?
Cassandra query language.
Cassandra query language. Cassandra query language. Okay, tell me what is SQL, full form of SQL?
Structured query language.
Structured query language.
HQL.
High query language.
Hive query language.
Like how I have how I have SQL, how I have HQL, I also have what? All of you. CQL. Cassandra query language. Cassandra query language. All right. We also have something known as Cassandra query language, all of you, where you can easily deal with Cassandra so easily. I'm telling you, right? Cassandra is the most easiest database. If you ask me HBase, right? If you ask me Redis, if you ask me Ignite DB, it's very headache to understand the structure itself. Handling such kind of a databases. So Cassandra is extremely easy to handle because CQL, which is Cassandra query language, and SQL looks same, actually, right? They look same. SQL, Cassandra query language would be so easy for you to understand, easy for you to create a database, easy for you to create a table, easy to insert the data, easy to query the data. Cassandra query language, right? And there are multiple industries using Cassandra today. If you ask me, like Spotify, right? Simility, Comcast, Capital One is using Cassandra. A lot more, right? Users in the sense like the application level, Cisco, even Cisco meetings, WebEx, Twitter, Semantic, all are using Cassandra today. So as a data engineer, folks, what we expect things to be quite distributed in nature. Obviously, we know Cassandra falls under partition tolerance, which is distributed. But it is also immediately available. Because of its immediate functionality, it is used highly for streaming purpose. Right? Just telling you streaming purpose. NASA is using Cassandra. Imagine for every satellite data streaming. Satellite data streaming is a pure real-time streaming. NASA is using Cassandra. Right? Just telling you. So this is how the usage work. All right. Next. Yeah, it's a hands-on, like clusters, key space, column family. Let's start our hands-on, folks. Before I start hands-on, folks, we'll see a quick, once we are back from the break, we will I'll talk about the installation today. Folks, once we're back from the break, we'll do the installation one after the other, all right? And we'll do a quick Cassandra hands-on. Then we will do Spark Cassandra integration, right? We'll do Spark Cassandra integration. Before that, any questions so far, you can raise your hand. So far, any questions, you can raise your hand. Okay. Folks, please download these two. I already sent you these two, right? Please use DataStax and Apache Cassandra, right? So just download these two and have it available, folks. Right? Just these two and have it available. And also I sent you the same links in the Zoom chat also. Let me send it one more time. Right? I'm sending the zip file of Apache Cassandra as well as DataStax in Zoom chat. right? So it is getting loaded. Same it is available in this link also. Same data stacks and Cassandra is available in this link also. If you click it, you can download it bit quick. Right? If you click it, it gets downloaded bit quick. Download and have it available, folks. Once we are back from the break, we'll start the hands. Both the links I'm telling you. Just download both of them. For data stacks, download and install it normally. Just download and install it normally. Yeah. This is for Cassandra. These two must be downloaded, okay? Data stacks download, Cassandra download. Please download both of them. But data stacks, please download and install it. Cassandra, please download and install. All right, data stacks, sorry. Data stacks, download and install it. Ubuntu folks, and all of you download the second also. But however, download both of them. Ubuntu and Mac folks use Apache Cassandra, and data stacks is for Windows folks. Windows folks, please download and install data stacks. Yeah. And folks, once you're back from the break, we'll sit for the installation and the hands-on. Cassandra hands-on is very simple. Majorly, we are going to see Spark Cassandra integration, right? Cassandra hands-on, right? Let's meet at 10:20 a.m. IST, right? Spark Cassandra integration also. Stay in the meeting. And also, folks, same update. As we are going to start a batch in another 5 days, any reference, please ask to call me bit immediately, because in the last minute we are wrapping. We don't want to give the last minute traffic. Just let me know. Fine, folks. Stay in the meeting sharp. 44 may connect in other by 10:50 or 11 o'clock. Meanwhile, we'll complete these two integrations in hands. Install it and have it available. Any issues, kindly wait. Thank you, folks. Stay in the meeting. Yeah. Sorry, I have to call Gomti. Yeah. Folks, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Last break is also done, isn't it? Last break.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, the final 10:30 to 11:30 session. I mean, dedicated batch 42's final 10:30 to 11:30 session. Yeah, so I didn't requested all the colleges to join today. Only the active people are sitting today. Close to 4 colleges we stopped, close to 200 people. So 200 to 10 people. So yeah, and the active people are sitting today anyway. Now, so folks, I'll tell you the step-by-step process how to install Cassandra. Okay. So folks, just to start with, follow me. It's a next step-by-step process, right? You'll have this DataStax community, right? We'll have this DataStax community. So in this DataStax community, see, there are 2 things you should have downloaded, right? So one, you should have downloaded it. So double click this DataStax community. Next, okay, basically like I already did this, right? Just give next. It gets installed as I told you today. You need not to worry about whether it will work or not. First, do the installation. That's more than enough. All right. Just do a very normal installation, folks. I showed in the first half of session itself. Just double click this DataStax. Next. Install it. Did you already, all of you installed it or not? Windows folks.
Install.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a very normal installation, right? It's a very normal installation. Now, what is those who have installed it? Do one thing. Wait for it. All of you, please don't go unmute. Please don't go unmute. All right. Fine. Those who have installed it, all of you, those who have installed it, go to the search box. Go to the search box. Type Cassandra. Did you see the SQL shell in search box? Can you please check, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Those who have installed in Windows, Mac folks, Ubuntu folks, I'll come. Kindly wait. Others? right? Those who installed it, Windows folks, very normal installation it is. Cassandra SQL shell. Just type it and give enter. Please check whether this shell is opening.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I.
Yes, I.
Yes, right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Please check whether the shell is opening. Most of the folks, yeah.
No, sir.
Yes, I.
Wait, I'll tell you.
Yes.
Some folks the box should have come and closed. Correct? Pop-ups.
Yes. Yes.
Same, just like me. I'll face that. That's the reason I followed one more step. I'll come to it. Wait. Folks, just a step one. Just do a very normal installation. Click this. Next, and install it. The next one is go to Cassandra SQL shell. All of you. Cassandra SQL shell. Go to the start button. Type Cassandra SQL shell and enter it. This shell should be opening. Okay. Post a screenshot, please. Who got this, please post a screenshot in the groups. Folks, one request only today because batch 44 is joining, right? Please post the screenshot in the job hunt group. Please post it in the job hunt group, not in the usual group. Only this part alone. Later on, you can paste it the hands-on screenshots in the 43 itself, 42 itself. Please post in the job hunt group. You already posted, leave it. If you already posted it, leave it. If you already posted in the general group, leave it. Going forward, please post in the job hunt group. Yes. Now the next category, folks, are side. It is opening, but it is getting closed side. Right? It is opening, but immediately the black screen, that screen is getting closed. For that, you need to do one extra step actually. Folks, please don't post it in the 42 groups, as I already requested. Please don't post it in the groups. Please post it in the job hunt group. I itself telling you, please post it in the job hunt group. All right, done. So how many of you are facing an issue here? Sai, it is popping up and getting closed. It is popping up, but it's getting closed.
Me, Sai.
Some folks are facing it. Yeah.
Me, sir.
Yes. Yeah, mostly many folks it is working, I could see. Now, for those whose it is not working, you have to do one extra step. You remember I gave you an Apache Cassandra zip file, all of you? This one? Yes? This one? Right? Folks, I repeat, if you directly opening Cassandra SQL shell, after installing data stacks, if you directly open this Cassandra SQL shell, you can directly open this shell part. Directly the SQL shell will open. If the SQL shell is not opening, it may pop up and getting closed. You have to do an extra step, right? You have this Cassandra zip, I already sent you, extracted. Mac folks, Ubuntu folks, as well as Windows folks, for those whose it is not working, extract here. All right, extract it. Cassandra gets extracted. Right? Cassandra gets extracted. Can you please extract? This is only to the people whose Cassandra did not work in the first attempt. If it worked in the first attempt, don't touch it. If it worked in the first attempt, don't touch it. This is the first attempt working. This will work. In the first attempt, if it is not working, please extract the zip file of Cassandra, which I gave, right? And extract it. Please, this is a folder which you will get, right? This is a folder which you will get. Ready, all of you? Ready? Batch 44, folks, if anyone joined, kindly wait. We'll start the interaction shortly, but we hosted it we'll send the hosted bit early so that you'll not face any issues. So kindly wait. We still have 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah. So double click this. Double click this. Even I have the same issue. My first attempt, it will not work. Double click this. Inside it, you will have bin folder. Inside it, you will have bin folder. Double click this bin folder. Open command line here. Open command line here. I repeat, go to the unextracted folder, extract it. Once you extract it, you will see this Apache Cassandra folder. Double click inside it. Go inside bin and type CMD here. Once you type it, this shell will open. Once you type it, this shell will open. Type Cassandra and enter. Type Cassandra and enter. Type Cassandra and enter. You will see this is running. Did you see that? Windows folks who doesn't work in the first attempt, after going inside Cassandra, extracted, bin, CMD, if you type it, is it showing like this to you also?
Yes, it's showing like that.
Just type it. Minimize this. Minimize this. I repeat, minimize this. Minimize this and open Cassandra again. See whether it is working now. Open the same shell again from the start. Check whether it is working now. Please confirm if it is working, all of you. After doing this step, minimize that command line and open Cassandra SQL shell again. Can you please confirm whether it is working or not, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Folks, anyone tried
Working
step
now.
2? It is working now. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now it's working.
Post that screenshot. If it is still not working, post session or doubt session. That's only option we have. Right? Two options we have. Cassandra SQL shell. Directly, if it is working in the first attempt, it's okay. If it's not working in the first attempt, right? Click this. Go to the extracted folder. Right? Go to the extracted folder. Right? Go to bin. Open CMD here. Type Cassandra. And enter. And minimize this. And minimize this, okay? And minimize this. Again, open Cassandra shell. It should be working now. I requested to use job hunt group only, Rakesh, because batch 44 has to put joined in your group. So that's the reason. Yeah. Please use job hunt group only for today. Only for today. Yeah. Yeah. Right? So, folks, SQL shell must be opening now. I repeat, I want to reconfirm. Does that work after you sent it? All of you, is it working after you executed this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's working.
Yes, sir.
It's working now. Any other issues? Post session or kindly wait. I'll assist you. But I need the SQL shell should be running in your screen. If it is still not working, we'll check why it is not working post session. Maybe if time permits, or else utilize the doubt section. Or else most probably this will work. Most probably this will work. Okay, Piyush, Mani, Venkat, Rakesh. Can you confirm that it is working after you execute that extra step? It is working now. Can you consider like that? Sri Devi, it is working after shooting it.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. That's fine.
Sir, can you see my?
Roshan, I'll come. First, let's start with the hands-on. 44 is joining. We have quite less time. Any issues, we'll definitely sit post session or if time permits or doubt session, please. Now, fine, folks. This is enough. So let's get started. All of you, let's get started. 44 folks who joined, kindly wait for some time. Yeah, still the session is going on for 42 batch. Kindly wait. That's it. Folks, come to my screen. Okay. This is your SQL shell. As how I have a SQL, how I have HQL, we also have SQL SH. That's fine, folks. Come to my screen. No more screenshots, please. No more screenshots. No more screenshots. No more screenshots. Come to my screen. Come to my screen. We have to start the hands-on. Okay. Any kind of SQL or HiveQL, all of you. What is the first step we do? What is the first step we do? Tell me.
Create
What is the
database.
first step?
Create database.
Yeah. We first of all, we will show databases. We will create a database. Then we'll create a table. Then we show tables. Okay, we use the database also in between, right? We use database also in between, right? Then we show tables. Then we create tables. Then we insert the records. Then we query the table. Is it the same process we follow, all of you? Yes or no? Is it the same process we follow? Correct? Actually,
Yes, sir.
the same works in Cassandra also. The same works in Cassandra also. Folks, as I was telling you again and again, we don't query much in Cassandra. We don't keep working with Cassandra. Majorly, our focus is on the integration. How Spark reads it, how Spark writes it. That's the goal. Reading and writing, I'll tell you, it's quite easy. Spark uses the same read formula. But for that, let's create some databases and everything. But it is not a database in Cassandra. We call it as a key space. We call it as what, folks? Tell me. We call it as a key space. Key space in Cassandra is equal to database in SQL. But you want to describe the key spaces, all of you. Describe key spaces. Key spaces in Cassandra is equal to databases in SQL. Now enter that. I'm seeing some key spaces here. Did you see that, all of you? Folks, I'm telling you, Cassandra will facilitate you. Like Cassandra will facilitate you just equal to an SQL. It is unlike other NoSQL DBs. Like as I'm telling you, like Ignite DB, HBase, Elasticsearch, right? It will make you to sit on toes. The queries itself are quite very tough. But Cassandra is something which will make you to understand it equivalent to an SQL. You will understand that. You'll understand that shortly. Right? Describe key spaces. All of you describe key spaces. All of you, can you please type this and check whether you're getting key spaces or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Describe key spaces. Okay. Type it, all of you. Describe key spaces. Yeah. Describe key spaces. You will be seeing that right now. All right. Describe key spaces. Hope you've been able to see the key spaces here. All right. Done. Now, let's create a key space. Let's create a key space. First, folks, I'll do, then I'll give you time for you to do. Please do it. Please check. Folks, we will insert some data for the namesake. Then we'll talk about the integration. More than data, Spark integration is very important. More than data, Spark integration is very important. So just for the namesake, we'll insert some records to Cassandra. Then we'll integrate with Spark. Ready, all of you right now? Shall we get started? Yep. I'll do it first. I'll do it first. Let's create a key space in the name of Zyabron. Okay. See the create space command name. See, this is how we create the key space. Right? This is how we create the key space. Right? Please check, all of you. This is how we create the key space. Create key space Zyabron with class simple strategy. Can you tell me why we are using replication factor here? What does that mean? What does that mean, all of you?
Partition
What is the use of
For
adding
consistency.
replication factor?
Fault tolerance.
Copy
tolerance.
tolerance.
Obviously, in case of our replication factor in Cassandra, it is a key space level. What is a key space level? Whatever the data whatever the tables are creating under this key space, whatever the data is getting inside this key space, that gets automatically replicated. Okay. Why it is getting replicated? Obviously, it's a distributed environment. What is the major advantage of replication? You just told me. What's the major advantage of replication? We can maintain a
Fault tolerance.
Fault tolerance. Folks, any distributed environment we took, we saw Hadoop, we saw Hive, and we saw Spark, any kind of a distributed environment, even its resilient RTDs, replication factor plays a big role in case of fault tolerance. So, key space. We have this key space. Batch 44 folks who joined, kindly wait. We still have 10 to 15 minutes and we'll come back. Please wait. Yeah. Kindly wait. 42 batch session is still going on. We hosted it early so that in the last minute you'll not face any internet issues. So kindly bear with, kindly wait. You can also enjoy the session if you understood, but don't worry if you don't understand. Key space. I'll create a key space, all of you. First, I'll create a key space. Create key space created. I want to describe key spaces. Describe key spaces. Which database I just created, all of you? Which database I just created?
Zebra.
Is created. See how simple, how equivalent of SQL/SH you see with SQL/SH, all of you. Once database is created, you have to mention it as use. 44 folks, meanwhile, please put as joined in any of the groups. Any of the group. I mean, in 42 groups, you can put as joined, please. Right? You can put as joined. No, in the groups, 42 groups. In 42 groups, please. Right? Gomati, please put as meeting started. Okay, leave it. That's okay. Yeah. So use Zebra. All right. Once you create a key space, you have to go with use Zebra. Then we have to create a table. First, how will you create a table in SQL? How will you create a table in SQL? Can you tell me how will you create a table in SQL?
Create table.
Create table name.
Table name, everything. Same, no change. See, how will I create? Create table, Zayo tab. See this? ID int. Name text. Okay, you can ask me, Sai, why we are going with text? What is equivalent of text in Hive or RDBMS? Tell me. Obviously, string or varchar. Obviously, string or varchar, right? So we can use the same here. 44 folks, kindly wait. We're about to start interaction. It will take 15 to 20 minutes. Kindly wait. 2 topics are pending. So, ID int, name string. So, table creation is looking exactly the same, except that instead of string or varchar, I'm using text here. But this is not working. Did you see something, all of you? It is saying something, all of you. What it is saying?
No primary key
No primary key.
So, folks, understand one strong rule, all of you. Cassandra, when you create a table in Cassandra, at least one column should be a primary key. At least one column should be a primary key. So how you do it, all of you, right? So when you create the table, please mention it as, I'm making ID as a primary key. Primary key is optional for SQL, but for Cassandra, primary key is compulsory because all the NoSQL databases runs on key value pair. All the NoSQL databases runs on key value pair. Please understand, all the NoSQL databases runs on key value pair. Here, definitely I'm making the ID as a key here. Now let's start inserting the data, folks. Let's start inserting the data. All right, folks, just for the namesake, we're inserting the data. The major part is the integration. Okay, major part is the integration. Now, please check, all of you. Insert into Zayo tab. Insert into Zayo tab. Insert into Zayo tab. ID, comma, in. Values. All right, values. 1, comma, Zayo. Okay, sorry. ID comma name. Sorry. ID comma name. 1, comma, Zayo. Same. Insert into Zayo tab. right? ID, comma, name, values, 2, comma, site, right? Done. Select star from Zayo tab. Did you see that, folks? SQL SH is facilitating you just giving an option for you just to execute like a SQL. Are you getting that feel actually? You're getting the point, or all of you?
Yes, I
Databases
Yes.
look same.
Yes, I.
As I told you, it is quite unlike than other SQLs, actually other NoSQLs, where SQL SH almost facilitates you like a SQL databases. Folks, just create this data. It's quite important. Inserting a data is not important. Integration is very important. Bit it quick. Integration is pending, folks. Get it done bit quick. Hardly takes 5 minutes. I'm giving all the commands. Sorry, 1 second. Giving all the commands. Please get it done, all of you. Stay in mute. Stay in mute. 44 batch, folks. Kindly wait. I'm coming. One more topic is left. Small integration topic. Will come. Kindly wait. Folks, get it done. We'll start the Spark integration. Spark integration is very simple. Let me test it quick. Yeah, this will work. Primary key. This will work. Folks, execute these commands. Make the data ready. Cassandra hands on. What? Yeah. Pasting Cassandra hands on. Right. Please get it done, folks. Please add this. Right. So execute that command. All of you, I'm sending that in the Zoom chat also. Please get it done. Hardly takes a minute. All of you. Just copy paste it. It's okay. The major part is the integration. The major part is the integration. Right. The major part is the integration. Yeah. So the major part is integration. Folks, please get it done. All of you. Also have your IntelliJ ready. We'll start with Cassandra integration. Spark Cassandra integration. It's a very quick thing. You can do integration bit quick. Please execute bit faster. Post the screenshots, folks, in the job hunt group. Post the screenshots in the job hunt group. Once execution is completed, post the screenshots in the job hunt group, please. Batch 44, folks, kindly consider, kindly wait, I'm coming. All right. Kindly wait, I'm coming for you. "44 folks, please put as join me there. So please post the screenshots in the job hunt group. Folks, only today use job hunt group. 44 folks, meanwhile, please put as join in the batch groups, please. Folks, is it working? Without seamlessly, it is working. All the now you have your IntelliJ open. Who completed, please? We quickly do the Spark integration as well. Batch 44 folks, please put as joined in the any of the groups. In batch 42 groups, better. Right? Please put as join. For batch 42 folks, please use job hunt for the screenshots today. Only for today. Only for today. Yeah. So I believe it is quite straightforward. Is it working very well to all of you here? Batch 42, I mean, Cassandra is working fine so far, please.
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So folks, this majorly, as I told you, creation of table data insertion is quite simple. No much. It's just like inserting the data to SQL. But the integration play the big role. As far as integration is concerned, you're going to use Spark for the integration. Have your IntelliJS ready, folks. Have IntelliJS ready. We'll just quickly do the integration quick. Batch 44, folks, kindly wait. Right? There are 3 batches coming the same meeting. Kindly wait, I'll come. Kindly wait, I'll come. First, we'll complete the last topic and we'll come. 5 to 10 more minutes. We host it yearly just to ensure you're not facing any meeting issues in the last minute. Don't take us wrong. We usually host it very early just to ensure last minute network audio issues must not be faced. That's the major reason. All right. Folks, 2 more minutes. Please complete the hands-on. 2 more minutes. Please complete the hands-on. Batch 44, folks, please put as join meanwhile. I'll come. Small topic is still pending for batch 44, 42. I'll come. Right? Meanwhile, batch 42, folks, please start your IntelliJS. Small work we are going to do. Who completed? Just start your IntelliJ. We are going to add 1 line for the connector and we are going to use a data frame reads using Spark. Last 1 minute, folks. Last 1 minute, please. Yeah. Folks, it's quite straightforward, but carefully type it, folks. Carefully type it or copy paste it. Anything is okay for me. But ensure you have some data available so that when Spark integrates to this, you can easily read it. When Spark integrates it, you can easily read it, all of you. So make the data, sample data available in Cassandra. Integration play the big role. Make the sample data available in Cassandra. Integration is going to play the big role. Okay. Folks, come to my screen. That's it. No more screenshots, please. No more screenshots, please. No more screenshots, please. Come to my screen. Come to my screen. Folks, come to my screen. Come to my screen, please. Yeah, no more screenshots, please. Come to my screen, please. Come to my screen. I love the group. Come to my screen, please. Okay. So, folks, now I have a Cassandra NoSQL database available. Now I'm going to integrate with what? We are going to integrate with, obviously, with Spark. Correct, all of you? Are you with me so far? Yes. Now, as Cassandra works like a database, Spark works like a processing engine. As you know, Spark has a very good integration. But if I want to make Spark to read the data, if I want Spark to integrate with Cassandra, by default, Spark doesn't have all the connectors, right? By default, Spark will not have all the connectors. Imagine I have Spark running in my IntelliJ, right? Imagine Spark is running on my IntelliJ. Folks, by default, Spark doesn't have a connector with Cassandra. So what you should be using, what we have to use? We have to use the
Cassandra Connect.
connector.
Cassandra Connect.
So any kind of a connectors we use a Cassandra connector, right? Obviously. Batch 44 folks, kindly wait. I'm coming. Okay. Batch 44 folks. Meanwhile, please put as join in the groups. In the 42 group, I'll come. Yeah. Kanchan, thanks a lot for your message. It's not only who is connected right now, Kanchan. We have to validate it again and again. Got it, Kanchan? It's not so easy. Kindly wait. Thanks for your message, but try to understand it's a global forum, okay? We have to check each and every component of it. Unnecessarily, we are not spending or wasting our money. So kindly wait, Kanchan. I'll come. Yeah, I'll come. Just like the people put the words, isn't it? Anyway, now please come, all of you. Definitely, Spark doesn't support the connector by default. Right? Definitely, Spark doesn't support by default. So definitely, we have used a connector. But where will I use a connector? Where will I have the connectors available? All of you will have it in the Maven repository. How to get the connector? All of you. Connector. Let's go to the Spark Cassandra connector. Yeah, 2.1 is fine. All of you. Get the artifact ID, group ID. Okay. How to configure this in the Spark shell? Basically, how to configure this in the Spark shell? Can anyone tell me that? How to configure this in the Spark shell? All of you. How to configure this in the Spark shell? Okay, remove the mute. Okay. Tell me using what parameter? All of you.
Hyphen
Package.
Packages.
Package.
Give the group ID. Give the artifact ID. Give the version. We have to give this here using orgs. That's what it is available here. Right? All of you? Is it available in the orgs? The packages? Connector?
Yeah.
Right? Connector is available. So I just added that as an arg. Because by default, Spark doesn't support connector, Cassandra connectivity. We can easily do it. But by default, it doesn't support. Add that connector so that connection can be easily available. Now tell me how to read Cassandra. Tell me, that's fine. What is your gut feel? How to make Cassandra to read? I want to read it.
Read.
Exactly.
Format.
The Spark
Read
has
format
obviously-
option.
Tell me Spark dot
Read
Read
Dot format.
read dot
Format.
format options.
Format options.
Load.
option.
Right? Obviously, I'm going to use the same format, no change. Okay. I'm going to use the same formula, no change, but I'll have multiple options here. Right? I have to give a totally 4 options. Please check. 4 options and load. All right. 4 options and load. Now see, all of you. All right. What are the 4 options I have? What is the format I'm going to give? What is the options I'm going to give? Format is not straightforward, Cassandra. You have to give like the whole SQL org.apache.spark.sql.cassandra. Since Spark is integrating with Cassandra, 44 folks, kindly hold on. I'll come. Kindly wait. I'll come. Right? Kindly wait. Because almost in the last topic, integration is going on. Right? Please check. Now, there are 4 options you have to give. Any guesses what are the 4 options we give? Just think about it once. 4 options I have to give to read from Cassandra. What are they?
One is
Host name.
Right? We
Database,
definitely have to give the
table.
host name. All of you see, let me open the table in Cassandra. Use Zyabron. Describe tables. Start from Zyabron. Right? Done. This table must be populated there. Right? So the first thing is you have to give the connection. You have to give where Cassandra is running. Where currently the Cassandra is running in my current system.
Localhost.
Localhost. Obviously localhost. But every service will run in something what? Every service will run in what? Every host will run in some
Port.
Every host will run in port. Some port, right? So it will run in a port. What is the default port of Cassandra? You can definitely try it. I know it, but I want to show you. It is 9042 Cassandra default port. What is Cassandra's default port? All of you. It is 904. 904. Now, what is the key space? What is the table? All of you, what is the key space we have? What is the key space we created?
Jabron one.
Jabron
What is the table we created?
Geotab.
Folks, am I using something which you don't know in case of integration? Is it not the same formula? All of you?
Same.
Same formula.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Cas
sir.
df dot show. Cas df dot show. Now see that, how the integration works. Right? 4 details, but before that 4 details, I've added the connector here. Because that connector is compulsory. That connector is compulsory. Because why I'm saying that connector is compulsory is, by default, Spark doesn't support Cassandra integration. So we have to add that packages. If say you want to use it in the server level, if you're developing using PySpark, you use PySpark -- packages. If you're using Spark Summit, you use Spark Summit -- packages. Hope you remember that, all of you. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Actually, yes. So this is how the integration work. Folks, it's not about Spark. See, now the connector is getting downloaded. Right? Connector got downloaded. See, it connected and it everything resolved. One sec, please. Hadoop home, Hadoop home. One sec. Same issue what I faced, that's fine. All right. Remove that Hadoop home, folks. The same what we faced, you remember, during your Kafka connector, same thing. I'm removing the Hadoop home right now. Right? So the same connector will help right now. The table which I have created in Cassandra should be populating in my Spark shell, right? Simple. 44 folks, kindly wait. 44 folks, kindly wait. Yeah. So the entire table, what we have created, all of you here, has to populate. But if the Cassandra is running in remote host, folks, do you see we got this? All of you can you understand this? Cassandra connection is available now. Yes or no? Yeah. See. But what made it possible? See, if any Cassandra is running in the remote host, currently it is running in my local host. If it is running in some remote host, you have to
IP
give that
address.
host, IP address or host name, you have to give it here. But depends. If particular host is not, if it is running in the local host, it will work. Those whose Cassandra is running in a local host, you can follow the same. But what is compulsory when you do a Cassandra host, all of you? What is compulsory?
Package.
Connector is compulsory. Connector is compulsory. Without connector, you can't do it. And this is CASDF. Okay. I got this CASDF. I showed it, but I want to write it to another Cassandra table. Imagine, I want to write it to another Cassandra table. Let me create, another Cassandra table, all of you. Let me create another Cassandra table. Create table, Zio tab 1, ID int, primary key, name text. I create another Cassandra table which is empty currently. Now I want to write it to this table, this empty table. This is currently empty now. Tell me, what is the code to write the data? Now this time it's not read, it's going to be write. How will you write the data? All of you.
Right.
Write
df
formula, right?
CASDF dot write
Write dot formula. That you can try it, right? All of you.
Format.
format.
Oops, can you try that? Or do you want me to do it? Okay, let me do it. Yeah. Right? The same options I'm giving here. Same options, but it's time Z20. Options are same, no change, right? But this time it's a right formula. That's it. Folks, I'm reading from Cassandra. Sorry, it is safe. Yeah, I'm reading
Same
from Cassandra, right? You can go with mode also. It's up to you. I'm giving it as append, right? Folks, can you try this? Can you try this post session as a task? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I.
Yes, I.
Doesn't mean that batch is ending. Will not track your task. We'll closely review it. Yeah. 44 folks will start the interaction. Sorry for the late. So this last topic was pending. Yeah. So this is your Spark Cassandra integration. I'm giving the whole code here. Okay. It's a common group. Yeah. Spark Cassandra integration. All right. Folks, I need you to do the task. Don't think, okay, session is over. I don't do it. No, it doesn't require. Right? You definitely have to do the task. You are monitored for sure. Right? This week, the same monitoring will work. Please ensure that you're not having any gaps. Right? You'll not have any gaps. Right? Fine. So packages are done. But ensure that you add this packages. Very, very important, because without that, integration will not work. Folks, I have read that. I think the return should have been completed also. Did you see ZeoTap also got the data? Right? Just complete that integration. The task is very simple. Reading the data from Cassandra and also writing the data from data to Cassandra. Hope integration is clear. Yeah. Fine, folks. 44 folks, really sorry. We are done. Sorry for delay. Yeah. Sorry for delay. Yeah, this is a use case, folks. I'm reading from Cassandra and writing from Cassandra. Just create a note out of it. Document this, folks. All right. 44 folks, thanks for joining. Can I get a yes? 44 folks.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello.
I know it was a long wait. Right. So few folks have been waiting since 2 months almost. So many folks has requested me to put an existing batch, which I have denied actually because of time. However, thanks for at least waiting for a very long time, all of you. This interaction is majorly for batch 42 between 44. The major reason, every batch we request to interact with the previous batch because to hear what they're saying because there are two extremes of lines here. I don't know how many of you take this risk. It's not like about the risk. I want to facilitate like that. Right? Now, batch 44 is in the starting line. Batch 42 is at the finish line. Obviously. Right? Now, they traveled everything. Right? They traveled from the beginning. It's a start. They are starting it. 44 is getting started now. They are in the finish line. Just telling you to better understanding. I'm just marking this. Okay. Right? So if they are in the finishing line, they might be knowing what they have gone through, what they have started from, where are they right now. Everything they have come across from different stages. 5.5 months, it's not a small journey with all of us. First of all, I'll take this liberty to thank batch 42 for the entire journey, whatever you had. Yes. So 44 folks, you are right now here. Right. So many things to start, many things to learn, many things you have to go through. With respect to the entire course, there are many things will be technically you're going to learn many things. I know it's very big hope. You should have come through referrals. Referrals should have told you something. Now batch 42 will tell you better understanding of the course. But again, it's not like, hey, I'll do my best. You also should do your best. Many folks are from non-ITs here. Many folks are from ITs here. Many folks are from gap background here. Right? So I understand I believe I spoke with all of you maximum. 99% I spoke with each and every person who connected, even 42 or 44. Maximum I'll speak with every person. I know that. So I know each and every background. Unless until I didn't feel you eligible, I don't take it. But at least I validated each and every one's your profile I took you. Yeah. So why there is an interaction session I planned was the major thing, you need a guidance from your seniors. What are the do's? What are the don'ts? What are things to take care? Obviously, we have certain rules in the batch. I mean, 42 folks know about it. There are certain rules. We should not skip any session. Be on time for session. Assignments completion must be closely monitored. These kind of rules, we already set it in the session time itself. Batch 42 folks, actually, I didn't praise them so far. I mean, as a trainer, I should not praise them. But however, they have done their best, right? I should not praise a student because they take it so granted. But just to tell you in a very high level, 42 folks, many areas you did your best. Thanks a lot for that. I cannot appreciate it because you will relax yourself. So only once I can tell you, thanks a lot for doing your best. I know I was quite serious at times when you don't complete the assignments, when you join late, when you leave early. That's kind of things, yeah, I was quite harsh and rude. But that's not for my sake completely. It's your sake only. No hard feelings. As you know, I'm kind of a person who don't accept kind of excuses anytime. Right? So thanks a lot for your wonderful journey, batch 42. So how you got guidance for batch 40? It's your I just need your help to guide batch 44 to give their understanding, right? So first I'll talk. Later on, let's hear from batch 42. Then we'll get questions with batch 44. So if you see this, as batch 44 is getting started next Saturday, we have the complete learning plan is there in the next upcoming week. We'll start with very basics, with complete roots, right? Complete from scratch, covering the phase 1, covering phase 2, covering phase 3, building the resumes, job hunt preparations, scenarios, questions, everything will be covered, right? Folks, don't paste any screenshots, please. Don't paste any screenshots, please. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be a big journey to all of you. So it's not going to be a tough journey. For sure, it's not going to be tough. It requires a consistent journey. It requires a consistent journey, all of you. So anyway, I'll discuss with you. I'll personally interact with you, all of you, in next week. Thanks for joining today. Now, batch 42 folks, I just need your inputs, like whoever want to talk. If you can give some inputs to batch 44, it will be really be helpful. Kind of a do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts in the sense, what are the things they have to do? How much they have to maintain the consistency? How does work for non-ITs? Whether they can able to understand that. That kind of help, it would be helpful. You can raise your hand. I can give access for you to talk. Batch 42 folks. You can raise your hand. I'll give an access for you to talk. You can provide your inputs for batch 44. Any firm from batch 42, when I raise your hand, I'll give access for you to talk. Anyone like Praveen or whoever, Mona Lisa, anyone want to talk, you can talk. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Ratna. Yeah. Folks, meanwhile, others can also raise your hand. I'll give access for you to talk so that it will be helpful for me to guide batch 44. Yeah. Let's batch 44 folks. Let's hear from batch 42 what they're going to guide you. Let's get some inputs. Yeah, Praveen, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Hi 44 batch. This will be your first start, I believe. Actually, 5 months back, I'm also the same phase. What you are thinking, it's going to be work code, or what we are going to do in next 4 5 months. It will be work code for me, and how we have completed all these things, and it's work out fully, and we'll get the proper job. But definitely, I will tell you, you will trust Sai, because whatever the Sai's preparation, what he is providing, it will be very helpful to you. And one more thing here, no, not only the size training and as well as the classes, your effort should be in proper consistency way, because no skips will be allowed, and as well as if you skip any sessions, the getting back to the sessions itself are very tough. One more thing, for us, we are having the recording session. We think we are having the recording session. We will watch it on the weekends or weekdays, but it's not work out in the simple way. Live sessions will be your good part. If you can interact in the live sessions, you will get the proper guidance. Unless if you think we'll have the 3 hours of recorded video, we can able to do it, but it will not work out that way. Even for non-IT, IT, whomever it is, gap, everybody it will work out. So no issues on that one. The main thing will do it's your consistency.
Yeah. Thank you, Praveen. Thanks a lot for that. Folks, by the way, Praveen got an offer already. So how long you joined already, Praveen?
It's 1 month, sorry. It's
You already
already
joined.
1 month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Praveen. See, firstly, folks, firstly, Praveen got an offer in between the course itself, as the same formula works for everything. In between the course itself, we start the job hunt. But on the course, you should hold an offer if everything goes well, provided you should be putting your efforts consistently. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you
one
for that.
thing.
Yeah.
Every time we'll tell something. Someone will get the offer first, and someone will get the offer in sometimes late. But the thing, yeah, right, the consistency way. Because previous this course, I have tried for the job for last 1.5 years. I have not even in the consistency way. I will just attend the 2 interviews, and I have left for 4 months, 5 months, and I have not done anything, and I have not prepared well. After here, I learned very consistent. Even though if you are face multiple rejections, you can get the offers. Someone will get an offer quickly, but don't something regret. We can't do anything. That's not like the way. Once you are getting multiple rejections, you will get the good offer in sometimes. That's what the key thing.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Praveen. Thanks a lot. Yeah, that's a key thing, correct. So, see, folks, it's not about how you fight, it's like how long you fight. Again, batch 44, folks, don't think so it will be so tough. Hard. No, I'll make it easy. Your only job is to follow exactly the template. Just leave it to the template. It works. It does work. All right. Yeah, I'll request Rishi to talk because I'm asking Rishi to talk next because Rishi is from completely non-IT group, non-IT background for close to 10 years, Rishi, 10 to 11, isn't it?
Yeah, almost 10 years now. Yeah.
10 years. So, but he got an offer already last week. I think you might be there in the groups where we congratulated him as well, right? So I request Rishi to provide inputs. Folks, I'm asking Rishi to talk because there are so many non-IT folks in the upcoming batch. They also, Praveen is from purely IT background, from data warehousing background, data background. But Rishi is completely newbie who also got an offer. Yeah, let's get some of his inputs. Please, Rishi.
So thank you, Sai, and welcome batch 44 and all the best to you. Just a bit of background. I have almost 10 years of experience. I'm a mechanical engineer. So anything related to coding, I used to see only alpha, beta, gamma. It was all weird symbols for me. So after joining this session, he has made everything simple. The more than the coach, more than the syllabus, it's the key life lessons which we taught. He has taught us, that is consistency and discipline. And don't worry about anything. All I would say is keep your mind empty. Come with a empty glass, and each session keeps filling whatever he tells. Right. Each session, take the learnings and keep it with you. Don't come with any baggage, any garbage, nothing. Just come with an empty mind. Even if you know something, say be it SQL or Python. I know many people had reached out to me saying that, hey, I know basic of SQL, basic of Python. Do we need to learn more? Don't worry about anything. Go step by step. He has a detailed plan for next 5 months. Don't try to rush. You will not reach anywhere. On that day, on that week, whatever he has taught, go deep. He will touch base on some topic. He will give you some task, learn it. And if you want to go deep, go anywhere and go deep if you want to. But don't need to rush it. When you come to SQL, when you come to Python, he will give you enough guidance. He will give you enough teachings, basics, everything, a framework. Learn that, nothing else. And just trust the process. It's a long, slow process, but you will reach there. It's just like the tortoise and the rabbit race, right? The rabbit never reaches the finish line. Be a tortoise, don't worry, let the world go on. I also just want to tell you simple small thing. The entire world is distracted, be it with WhatsApp, Instagram, whatever, right? Any one of you, if you put 1% extra effort, you will reach there. Take my example, 10 years, no experience. All I knew was Excel. And today, I can proudly put in my LinkedIn that, hey, I'm a data engineer. So yeah, all thanks to Sai, all his learnings, all his teaching. I have a lot to say, but I think I'll stop here.
Thanks, Rishi. Thanks a lot for your inputs. Folks, one key thing about what Rishi was mentioned, I'd like to highlight one thing. See, consistency, as usual, what Praveen has told. See, we always believe in, Zebron itself believe in consistency, folks, nothing else. Right? Slow and steady, understanding each and every concept slower. But it's not about how you learn, how long you learn. It's about the time matters. So put your efforts right. I do my best, you do your best, things would work out. Yeah. Thank you, Rishi. Yeah, it's actually again, congratulations on your offer, Rishi. I know it was a quite emotional moment on that day last week. Still, congratulations again, one more time. Yeah. So yeah, Banu, you can talk. I mean, Banu is from batch 42. Let's hear from him. He also got an offer. I think Accenture, right, is your first up, Banu.
Yes, yeah. Accenture is like currently I'm holding an offer with Accenture, and also like I have attended few more interviews. Like yeah, need like by end of February I can expect two more. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Please, you can provide your
So,
inputs to that. Yeah.
hi team. So welcome to Zebron. So all I can say is like you have took a big step in your life. Like you have took a very big decision in your life, like joining to Zebron. So personally, like I have joined in month of August. So Sai told me only one thing, like by end of 70% of course you will be having a offer in your hand if you are consistent. Like if you are putting your hard yards, you are putting your hard works, you are doing your assignments properly and following up with following up with Sai on everything what he does, like putting up the submitting the assignments on time, like completing the videos or being attentive during the sessions, writing down the running notes, everything. Like if you follow up the things, you will end up in success lines. Yeah. So like I want to share my one personal experience during my interview. So with Accenture, Sai. So I told Sai like it was only one round for me because interviewer was very impressed. Like I was able to answer all the questions. Like it was completely from the gold video. Like it will be like a game changer for you guys. Like Sai has provided a gold video. Like I got 100% of questions from those videos. So I was able to answer all those questions. And also adding to that, he told me like uh, considering your 3 years of experience, you look good, and also you need to learn advanced things. So I was asking like what are the advanced things. Like he posted me 3 to 4 questions. I was able to answer all those questions too. So Sai is preparing us from basics to advanced level. So there is nothing to worry, like how we can proceed, like how we can achieve the things. Like Sai does everything in a perfect way. So all I can say is believe in Sai, follow up the things, be consistent, hard work, and also like don't get distracted. It's like hardly 5 to 6 months of effort. Like you can finish up in the success lines. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Banu. So, folks, leave about me what Banu is talking about me. I feel so embarrassed if someone is praising me,
No,
but
no, no,
still,
Sai. Like I
thank God.
already told you, like I was able to answer all the questions. Like he was asking me few advanced questions, but I was I was thinking like these are basic questions, right? Sai thought us like how can you make us feel it is advanced level? Yeah.
Banu.
No,
Thanks,
no,
Banu.
Sai. It
Thanks,
was a
Banu.
reality. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Banu. Anyway, thanks for that. So, firstly, majorly, as per the Banu's words, please remember, folks, definitely put your efforts 5 to 6 months. It's just a matter of 5 to 6 months. Things would work out. Yeah. Thanks, Banu. I'll request Saurav to talk next because Saurav is from batch 42. I mean, I request Saurav right now because he's also again from non-IT and Gap. Saurav is completely from Gap background. Please, Saurav, you can put your efforts. Yeah.
Yeah. So, hi team. You have come across the word consistency quite a lot of times now. So, my experience, I'll tell you the value of consistency. I'm a completely gap person with no experience whatsoever in IT, and but after joining this, like initially, you guys will also feel overwhelmed, like with all these technologies. What is this? What is that? But I'll tell you one thing: just trust Sai, trust his plan, trust his guidance, and most importantly put your efforts. That is the most important thing. So like uh, put your efforts and put it consistently, like things will fall into place. Like initially in the first month I was also like not getting anything, what is this, what is that, but from the first session onwards, just I put on my efforts, Like I trusted Sai's plan, his guidance, and everything fell into place. Like I've attended close to 10 interviews now, and now it just like it may seem I'm exaggerating, but it feels like a cakewalk. So that's the level of confidence, that's the level of fire he has put inside me. So my suggestion, uh, rejections will be there. Obviously, rejections will be there. I'm also getting rejected, but put in your efforts, trust his plan, be consistent, and yes, success will definitely come. And congratulations, guys, you have taken a very big decision joining Zebron. Yes, just trust him and put his efforts. So yes, success will definitely come.
Thanks a lot, Saurav. See, one thing Saurav has mentioned, I'd like to highlight. See, it doesn't mean that, hey, I'll complete the course and attend the first interview, I'll get a crack. No, not like that. Even Praveen took 3 to 4 interviews. Rishi took around 4 to 5 interviews. That will be there. The practices would be there. See, folks, getting into success is more than technology. It's a psychological plan. You have to accept that. You have to tune your mind. That's what I'm saying. It's not tough. See, nothing is tough, right? At the point of time, everything falls into place. You just have to go with the plan. At the point of time, you see things are moving out, things are moving on plan. So you just have to go ahead in a proper way and get things done, right? So batch 40 folks, 44 folks, hope it was helpful for you. At least these inputs from ITs and non-ITs background. Yeah. Can I get an yes or no? Yeah.
Yeah.
44
Yes.
folks.
Sir.
44.
Yes.
Sir.
Thank you for that. So yeah, we'll hear more from others also. Let's right. One last, I would like to request anyone here. Okay, Rajshri can talk. Rashri also got an offer, but Rashri can give inputs, and we'll get to the questions with batch 44. Anything new want to give an inputs to them? It would be helpful, Rashri. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, hi Aditya. Yeah, hi batch 44. So actually like many things I followed. Like when I joined this course, I had many doubts in like many doubts and many questions. So with that only I started this course. So a few things which I followed, I would just want to share with you. So like in every class, like every weekend, I used to take running notes. Like whenever I used to take the class, so main points will be there. So just short notes, like not completely in detail. Short notes I used to make. So before the interview, like Sai also makes ask us to prepare goal video notes. So only goal video notes and that short notes I used to refer before going to the interview. So that thing really helped me to like answer most of the questions. And also before going to the interview, before the interview process started, I had many doubts whether this course will be sufficient to answer all the questions in the interview. But when I attended the first interview, all my doubts are cleared. I thought this course is more than enough. Actually, like everything will be covered either from the goal video or else from the classes which Sai takes. So almost 99% of the questions which I faced till now in all the interviews, almost 99% was from class notes and also the goal videos. So like regarding this point, there is no need to worry like whether this will be sufficient or not. So that was my one experience. And other thing was like one interview when I was going on, it was on Saturday. So this was at that time I was so happy because after attending the class, I went for the interview. So there was one small topic which was covered in that class, and the same topic was asked by the interviewer. So at that time I was like, oh, I understood like how valuable and how important every class is. So that is a like there will be many things to consider. So never skip even one session. There will be many issues, many problems, many things will be there. But these 2 days, like Saturday and Sunday, 3 hours, like 7 hours, just dedicate to the class and focus. And also stay isolated, don't communicate with anyone. I follow this. I stay in one room. I don't communicate with anyone in my home. So I will be completely focused into course. Just follow that. Just follow Sai, whatever he says, the class, like whatever the tasks he give. And I just want to thank Sai for one thing, that is about like how strict he is. As Sai was so strict, that is the reason I was able to complete all my assignments on time. I used to be awake at nights, like when goal video and other assignments were given before the interview process. Just because of Sai only, I was able to complete those assignments. Otherwise, because of my all like office work or homework or whatever it is, I would have postponed all the things. But just because of you only, Sai, I was able to complete them on time, and I was able to attend all the interviews so confidently. And also one more major thing is, while giving the while attending the interviews, don't be scared because you're not experienced or much experience, because whatever Sai, whatever the hands-on we do in our class, that is more than enough actually to attend the interview. But initially you'll be having some kind of fear, whether we are lying, or that some kind of fear I had. So at that time, don't fear for that. You just think like these 5 months is 4 years experience for you, and just attend in that way as if you have worked in that project, and say confidently whatever Sai provides you regarding the project passage or whatever it is. So don't fear, just be confident and answer whatever you learned and whatever Sai has suggested and whatever Sai has given you. So just be confident and give it. And also one more thing, like everybody are repeating the same one consistent, but I have the example of it. Initially, it took some time for me to get calls from the interviewers. So first 3 interviews, I was able to clear first 3 interviews because I just kept a deadline for me. Like by the time this course ends, I need to have at least one offer. But the first 3 interviews, first 3 companies, I was able to get the offer. And after that, I was a bit, I neglected and I didn't put much focus. I was not consistent. I was not much. So the next 2 companies, I couldn't give my 100%. Then I understood the value of consistency even at that phase. So just be consistent from day one till it is good to be consistent lifelong, but at least till you get an offer, just be consistent and just be focused, just be disciplined, and just complete all the tasks which Sai gives you. Even because of the interviews, I skipped. I was not able to attend 1 or 2 classes in between. Even for that, I still regret because I was not able to cope up all those classes. But just don't be that. I used to ask interviewers to postpone my interview. Like even on Saturday, they used to conduct interviews. I used to ask them to conduct after 12 o'clock. So I gave that much importance to Sai's class because all the classes are very important. Don't
Yeah,
think.
the one major part, see, folks, one Rashtriya, one major part. The good two major parts, not to skip a session. What is the value of a single session is very important. And secondly, and Rashtriya words, I found something. See, from your perspective, everyone have a different perspective. Some folks see, I mean, Rishi took 4 interviews to clear. Rashtriya took first 3 interviews, got cleared. See, we cannot say that. You cannot relax at that point of time. Put your things correct, it will fall on place. Thanks a lot, Rashtriya, for your inputs.
Yeah, thanks, Aditya.
Thank you, folks. 44 folks, let's sit for 5 or 10 minutes for questions. You can raise your hand. I can give access for you to talk. But the only request is your questions should be generic. Don't post a personalized question. Hey, I have this background. I am there to answer. But please post, okay, what are the generic questions you have? You can raise your hand. I can give access to talk. Don't go with personalized questions. I can answer the personalized question next week. But consider batch 42 is sitting along with us today. They'll be providing their inputs. For anyone from 44 folks, you can raise your hand. I'll give access for you to talk. Batch 42 folks, you can also answer if you want. Meanwhile, others can go. Yeah. But don't be personalized questions. Please, folks, generic questions are allowed. I'm there to answer personalized questions. That's the reason. Gautam, go ahead. What is your query? Gautam? Gautam? Last time. Gautam? 44 batch Gautam? Okay. No answer. Mas, you can go ahead. Yeah. Mas?
Hi, Sai. Hi, Sai.
Yeah,
So I
Mas.
want to ask, is there any use of designing in data science?
No. Anyway, this is a technical question. It's not on the course. Anyway, technical questions I'll clear later, but still I'll answer your question. Not required. It's purely data engineering. Thank you, Mas. Folks, any questions to batch 42 be in that fashion. Technicality, I'll clear. Personalized questions I can clear next week also. Vipesh, any questions on the course you want to check with batch 42, you can post. Yeah. Vipesh? Vipesh? Okay, no answer. Fine. Venkat Srikanth? Venkat Srikanth? Venkat,
Hi,
yeah.
Sai, and hi, batch 42. And yeah, congratulations, firstly, to everyone. So the question that I had was, like so yeah, probably Sai, you might answer it better. So like I have heard, mostly like the experiences that I heard so far, I felt like those are from people located in India. So I also wanted to know like
No, there are US folks also there. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
oh, sorry. Like, yeah. So, okay, yeah. I think then I have my answer. I was going to like just ask like, so the job search approach is it like India focused or is it focused in
See,
US?
technology is same across everywhere, Venkat. But the
Right.
job hunt process will differ. Here, everything is now in LinkedIn. US consultancy works on consultancy and employer. Canada works on Indeed. UK works on total jobs. India is in Naukri. That's it. This is how the process is. Job portals are going to be the same. Got it, Venkat? Hunting the
Got
jobs.
it.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Mandira? Mandira? Folks, please stop, folks. We don't want to waste time. We are holding the batch 42's batch also. Hope you understand. Please respond immediately when I call out your names, please. Mandira?
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think my question is answered by
Okay, you already got your answer
yeah.
clear. Thank you.
Yeah, because I was about to ask like how many people
US.
were based in
No,
US
no,
and
US.
not
See,
getting
US
job.
has an equal weightage. They're trying through the consultancies. In my network, if I got, I'll also be providing you some employer contacts who are in my network. Okay. Yeah, no need to worry.
Thanks.
Thank you. Harshad, go ahead.
Yes, hi Sai, and congratulations to the batch 42. I just have a more of like a generic question. You know, being from a non IT or a tech background, is anybody in the batch who would like to share the experience in terms of how the course went for him or her, and how was the
I
experience?
believe already Rishi answered it.
Yeah,
But
I'm
still,
here.
that's okay. Anyone wants to answer, you can answer. Rishi, you can answer because Rishi is from 10 years non-IT. Yeah, go ahead, Rishi. Yeah.
Yeah, hey Harshad, don't you worry, So, just follow the process. We have SQL, Python, and the entire Spark architecture. He will cover all the basics to advanced touch points needed for data engineering. So from a non-IT person from 10 years, I just know Excel and nothing much. If so, just follow whatever he teaches. Don't try to rush. And the next 5 months, you'll be where I'm sitting. So don't worry. You can touch base with me later on. I can give you more details. Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks a lot.
thank you,
Thanks a lot,
thank you,
Rishi.
Sai. Thank you.
Thank you,
Sai,
Rishi. Thanks, Rishi. Yeah.
Venkateswara here. Just I will tell one thing.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Rachid, Rachid, actually here is already we are saying, right? It is a consistency. Consistency is where will win. It will take some time, but it will take this course. Everything is 6 months. If you still consistency on the 6 months, you will win it. Not only you, your family, your friends, everybody. Sai
Got
is
it.
giving the guidance that level, and moreover, the follow up. Nowhere,
Mhm.
any course, any institute will provide that thing. That is the
Yes,
thing.
yes, yes.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you.
Venkat.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Ashwin, go ahead. Ashwin?
Yeah, hi, Sai.
Yeah, Ashwin.
Yeah, my question is related to the interviews. I just wanted to understand how hard the interviews are, or will it be, scenario based?
Ashwin, every interview is hard. Just to answer your question. Okay.
Yeah.
The thing
I just want to
is,
know, is it scenario based or is it?
differs. See, differs. If you see the job hunt preparation, whatever we have done, if I open complete the job hunt group, it'll be inclusive of everything. See, one interview will be completely theoretical. One interview will be completely scenarios. One interview will be 50-50. One person will be 70-30. We can't say anything on that particular date will differ. But I mean, you may not understand this right now, but in high level, 42 will understand now. Few things I always say: project passage, gold video, scenarios, performance tuning, production issues. These are the 5 you have to concentrate. Things would fall in place. You'll see seeing everything here. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And one more thing is that when we prepare for the resume, you will showcase our resumes as an experienced person, or we will.
Obviously, see, depends. Freshers is a fresher. Experienced, that experience is showcased as data engineering. Non-IT experience can be shown as data engineering. Doesn't matter. Anything during profiling, I'll discuss. Don't worry. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all 42 members, 42 batch members.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. AK. Who is AK? I don't know. Is it Ajit?
Yeah, hi, Sai. This is Karthik.
Karthik. Go ahead, Karthik.
Yeah. So, to the team, right? Congratulations, first of all, team. The guys who are just got the offer. Just a basic question I have. So, apart from the session, whatever the Sai is going to have, right? So, just want to let you know. So, it depends on the time, whatever the individual have, but commonly, like how often we the guys who got placed, right? Like how often you guys just took practice and often and offline. So that will also help
No, yeah, I
us.
understand. I can answer, but if any better, 42 can answer. 42 folks, the
Mm.
question is very clear. Okay, you attended session is okay. Off other than the session, day-to-day practice. Remember, he's specifically asking about the the question is related to the phase 2 practices we have done. You remember the SQL practices, scenario practices. Can anyone put some light on? I can answer it, but 42 folks, if you answer it, would be better. How much we have? Yeah. Anyone from
Yeah, can I
42?
answer it?
Yeah, please,
Sai?
Harsha. Yeah. Harsha is
Yeah,
from US, folks. Yeah. Go ahead, Harsha. Yeah.
yeah, it depends upon the what Sai says and how you practice it. So one thing I can assure that once you get the concept already in your brain, and at from that point you will be able to answer any kind of interview question. You just need the concept, what, how, and how it works, and everything. That's it.
Yeah, that's one. And second thing, I like to add some more point that, see, basically in every kind of first few days, everything would be so normal. Phase 1 is a very cute normal. But phase 2, Karthik, by the time Spark starts, you have to double your efforts. Double your efforts in the sense, it's not something you have to learn something new. Just do what I said. I'll be telling you, go and search this. This is important concept. Solve this scenario. Solve this use case. You have to solve it. As a use case may take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, or 1 hour, but you have to solve it. You clear? Actually,
Yes, I got it.
thank
Got
you.
it.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. Gaurav?
Yes, I'm audible, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. First of all, congratulations to batch 42, who all have gotten the offers. So my question was regarding the working fellows who are currently working and doing the course. Can you tell me how to manage the time?
To manage the time. These sessions are only on the weekends, right? See, sessions
Okay,
are only on the weekends, but in
okay,
phase 2,
session.
by the time the placement work starts, before 2 to 3 weeks yearly, you have to start spending 1 hour a day, Monday to Friday. Yep.
Okay, okay. And
Yeah.
how much DSA is covered in this course?
See, data structures algorithm is completely optional for data engineering because all the DSAs is already done by Spark Data Frames. It's an
Okay.
optional for DSA. Yeah. Thank you.
Got it.
Yeah. Yesohin?
I got it, but I have the doubt. In the alternative days, I have the office or something, anything.
Yesohin, that is personalized questions. Let's discuss this later offline. Let's discuss this offline. Yeah. Sonal? Sonal? Sonal?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for providing me this opportunity. Hi, Sai. Congratulations on completing the batch 2042. My question was, what is your, I wanted to ask batch 42 guys, what is your confidence level on working on real life or industrial projects, like working on big data projects? Just wanted to hear from you, especially personally, since you were talking about your confidence in cracking the interviews. But I wanted to know what is your confidence on working on real life projects, and have you done any capstone projects during the
Okay.
also?
I think,
I
yeah,
mean, this is
we
another question.
lost you. Yeah, we lost you in between. But Sunny,
Yeah.
anyway, we
Okay.
got the question context. I think Praveen can answer because Praveen already got onboarded. It's been a month. Praveen, are you there? I mean,
Yes, sir.
you can answer this if you can help because he already got onboarded, got assigned to a project already. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I am audible now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The confident level, we were asking about the confident level once you were.
Just to start with, sorry, Praveen, just to start with, nobody will have a confidence. That's 100% clear. See, once you get onboarded, on the day one, nobody will have a confidence. But I already instructed batch 42. See, start with nothing. Interview starts with low confidence, but at a point of time, you'll clear it. Work starts with low confidence. At a point of time, you'll get used to it. So everything starts with low confidence only. Nobody will be too confident to handle. If you're feeling confident, there is something wrong with you. If you're feeling low confidence, that is right, according to you. Feeling confident, there's something wrong. You're going to fall down. According to me, low confidence is very good. Even just I'm asking Praveen to talk, right? Praveen tried to reach me on Thursday. Because even I'll say the story, Praveen, since the question is related.
Yeah.
I was not
Yeah.
available on Thursday. I was traveling completely. Praveen told me yesterday that he won by the time he saw a project on the day one, he was quite low in confidence. But on day two, day three, he feel it better. That's how it happens. That's how everything gets started. Right? Anyway, Praveen, you can put your light. Yeah.
Yeah. While joining the course itself, we have something like we can do the courses, we can able to get the confident or something. The day one itself, he does not have the confident. The same words like words I mentioned here, right? Everybody does not have the confidence. If we are having the confidence in the case, we just try something more and try to get it here, right? Yeah, definitely this will be we can be get used in it. First day we'll do one thing, and other day we can try to do the same works and same things for the some same works, and we can get some confidence. Compared to today, tomorrow will be a better. You can get the confidence while you are get onboarded, and you are get travel day by day. Even the interviews, after the interview, once you are onboarded into the project, maybe if you are the same words yesterday, so I mentioned, even today I'm in the one project, tomorrow I'm going to the new project. That time itself, I will also get something I does not be have some knowledge and all. Those confidence levels will be every time low, and we'll get it used to on that one. No issues on that confidence.
Yeah. Thank you, Praveen, for your inputs. Yeah.
Hi,
See
Sai.
what in high level. Yeah, Nagaraj.
Hi, Sai. Actually, you confident level you told me. Now, actually, I am also UST. One of the my previous friend told me that join this course. Actually, that my previous friend also he purely testing side only. Now after joining in lead level. Now he is working in some other company. After join, he nowadays the normal people's working 1 hour means if you join after that we have to focus on 2-3 hours extra. Then we will settle. He is
Initially,
settled
yeah,
more
initially.
actually.
Yeah, you talk Satish, right? You're talking about Satish.
Yeah,
Right?
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. See, simple folks. I usually say this to all. When you get on board to the project, put your efforts more for some time, 1 month. Put your more efforts. Nobody starts with high confidence. I'm telling you, if you start something with high confidence, there is something wrong. You will literally fall. Start with low confidence. Fear factor is good. Fear factor to attend an interview is good. Fear factor to do the job is good. But if a fear factor is not letting you attend the interview, it's a problem. Fear is good as far as it is driving you. Don't stop driving. Hope that answers. Folks, 2 more questions, please. I don't know who is Realme Pad. So, folks, please rename yourself before I give a chance to talk. Right? 2 more questions we can ask because 42 is waiting since long, folks. It's already late to them. Gangadhar Rao, please rename yourself Realme Pad. I'll give access to talk. Gangadhar Rao, go ahead. Gangadhar Rao.
My doubt is like whether we will cover in Spark with Python or like
PySpark. Technical question. PySpark will be covered.
Sai, I decide Gaurav. I have a question.
Okay,
Sorry,
Gaurav, we are
interrupt.
going in no, we are going in an order, Gaurav. So hardly 2 or 3 more questions we can handle. 42 is waiting since long for us. So any questions, I'll be sitting with you from next week, right? Yeah. Last question I can give Robin to talk. Robin, please go ahead. Last question, please. Yeah. Gaurav, Robin?
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yep. So hi everyone. So my question to you is like that. Suppose I have been a part of like since we have joined WhatsApp groups of different batches. So my question to you people is that like suppose if a task is given, right? We do it on a day. So like for the entire 5 days week, what is the approach what you people have followed to maintain the consistency? Because suppose he has taught one topic, right? And after we can watch that video, so after that like for how many for all the 5 days of the week, how have you maintained the consistency, and
Okay. I'll
what
answer it
approach you
first.
followed?
I'll answer
Yeah,
it
okay.
first, then 42 will answer. If you can see, first of all, first phase and first 1.5 phase, by the time Spark starts, the task would be so light. Okay. Not much, not learning much. I mean, lot of things it goes slow in the slow pace. But by the time the weekend session comes, I always do a recap of previous session and start today's session. So everything will be remembered. But 2 things here. Number one, as the time the Spark starts, daily you have to spend 1 hour. That is for sure. Very simple, right? During your placement time. The second thing is, if I give so many tasks, if I ask him to do daily, sit for 1 hour, sit for 2 hours, it will lose interest on it, basically, right? Don't be desperate on the course. Let it be a part of our life. One point of time that becomes your life. Don't be desperate. Hey, I have to learn this. I have to learn. How long you will run? No, there has to be slow pace. But at a point of time, the spark pitching, the cases increase, the job hunt preparation will go rigorously. That time, put your 100%. Got it? Hope that's answered
Okay.
your question. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, folks, sorry, batch 42 is waiting since long. I mean, we have to, from next week, I'll be there with you folks to answer every question, whatever I can. Thanks a lot, batch 42. I know you're patiently waiting to answer all the questions. So any 44 folks, I'll be with you. Hope 44 folks, his interaction was helpful for you on the course part, how to start next week. Yes? Was it
Yes,
helpful?
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine, folks. Yeah. So, folks, we are going to wrap up the upcoming batch enrollments. Same for 42 or 44. In case of any referrals, ask them to call me a bit early so that if any referrals can part to the same batch, we can give an enrollment for the same batch. But we are about to avoid the last minute rush. No last minute rush. We may wrap up this. We may close the enrollments intake shortly. In case of any referrals, ask them to call me. Hope you saved my number, right? All of you, please save my number if not. Okay. Discounts or generals are intake cost getting closed shortly. In case of anything, just ask them to call my number. And also, batch 42, thanks a lot for staying long. I know it's the last day, but I know you're staying back and giving the inputs. That's really, really much appreciated. It's a great help for me because any batch starts with a lot of hope, a lot of dreams and everything. So your inputs are really worth it. So thanks a lot for your time. So nothing is an end. It's just the beginning of everything. You remember what are the points I told yesterday? What are the benefits you're going to get from now? But do your best. There is no end. Keep starving for the learning. Right? Thanks a lot for it. Yeah, all of you.
Thank you,
Sorry
sir.
to folks.
Thank you, Sai,
See you.
for
All
everything.
of you.
Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
In case of blockers, utilize the doubt session, folks. Yeah, in case of utilize doubt session in case of blocker. Yeah. Because we have to wrap up few things for batch 44. Utilize the doubt session for Cassandra blockers, right? 44 folks, we'll meet next week. Next week, we are having the full plan of learning plan. So please, and the same thing I'm telling you, in case if any referrals, please ask for same batch. Please ask to call me. All right, please ask to call me. Yeah. So this is my number. Okay. Yeah. Thanks a lot, all of you. Looking forward to meet you next week. 42 folks, thanks a lot for your time. Yeah, you can leave. Any blockers, please utilize the doubt section. Monday to Friday, it's open. Same bridge, everything is same. Thank you. Batch 44. See you next week. We will meet. Any questions or further? We'll definitely discuss next week. We're going to start the first session, right? So we'll see. Thanks a lot, all of you. 42 folks. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Yeah.
Miss you, Sai.
Thank you.
Miss
Thank
you
you,
all, all of you.
Thank you,
Miss you,
sir.
batch
Really
42.
miss you, Sai.
Thanks a lot, all of you.
Miss
Thanks a lot.
you.
Thank you all. Yeah. Thanks a lot, all of you.